Hello, and welcome back to Doomed. Not so solo playthroughs through Arkham Horror the card game with a focus on roleplay and storytelling. We're back, baby. We are back. And I say we, not in the sense of a royal first-person plural situation, but because I am joined today by special guest star, Graspiloot.
Oh, this is my cue.
Oh shit, that's my cue. Quick, get in there.
Hello.
Hi, everyone. Hi, Graspiloot. Wonderful to have you with us. Wonderful to have famed stream personality Graspiloot on the stream today.
That is what I'm primarily known for.
Yeah, that is what I am known for in my personal and professional life. It's true. It's very true. Now, we're happy to have you, Graspiloot. How you doing?
I am doing okay. I just came back from a barbecue.
Ooh,
Lovely.
lovely.
Came back. Was at my house.
Yeah,
Was nice.
left a barbecue at your own home.
I left it. I left people hanging me like, no, sorry, you got to stream arc and try to.
But Graspiloot, the food's gonna burn. You're like, that's not my problem. That sounds like a you problem.
I had my fill.
Yeah, there it is. And I will probably be spending time after stream today, also outside, despite the late hour. We will probably be spending a bit of time outside because it is gorgeous.
I thought you were going clubbing. Thought you were going clubbing.
Now, not no, not quite. I'm not sure if I can describe to you how sad any club that would be around here would be, but it would be very sad, I think.
For the critters, for the woodland critters.
The woodland critters. Oh my god, clubbing. Requiem Lost is here. Hello, Requiem. Wonderful to have you with us. I see what you're saying here, and I am very sorry to hear about broken AC. I'm really glad you have some sort of fixed, like, workaround business. That's workaround is the word I was looking for. Because otherwise you'd be in trouble. So that's good. Glad to have you with us. And I love the game suggestion, Requiem. Vector's definitely going to be a stream very soon. It looks great. It looks like exactly the kind of game that I'm going to be bad at, but think I'm going to get better at. That should make for entertaining content. I hope.
One day I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna get this.
Yeah, you're all gonna watch me be like, yeah, one day it's gonna be really good. Just you wait. Hi, Flower of August. Welcome to Doomed. Wonderful to have you with us. My name's Scott. I've been neutered of late. And I'm joined today by Graspiloot.
Who neutered you?
No, don't. It was an unfortunate woodland critter club accident, and I don't want to talk about it.
Oh yeah, I hate those.
Right? Oh my god, yeah, I know. Tell me about it. Last year, anyway.
I had a few close encounters myself.
A close encounters of the woodland critter kind. Absolutely chuffed to have everybody here. As a reminder, of course, this is Doomed, not so solo playthroughs through Arkham Horror, the card game with a focus on roleplay and storytelling. That's the one. We are going to be finishing the Eternal Slumber, which is the first scenario of Guardians of the Abyss. I say finishing because we are, by my calculations, one turn from the end of the game, or I should say one round. At which point, probably spend some XP, and then jump on over to scenario 2 of 2, the Knight's Usurper. I don't know how far we'll get into it, but we'll see. That's the plan. Little story recap, and a little dive into where the hell we left off. What do you think, Graspiloot? Does that sound about right?
It sounds about right. Whether it's gonna happen as we wish.
It's definitely always a little tricky. Here we go. Well, flower. So here's the thing. I would say we've managed to survive so far. I can't remember if you were here last time. I had a meeting, so we got to within one turn of the end, or one round of the end of the scenario, one way or the other. We're gonna get into what that means for us here, but I want to do a little bit of like narrative build up, just so Requiem is correct. Survival is a relative term in Arkham. Unironically, one of my favorite things in this game is the fact that there's like an epilogue, or not an epilogue, but like there's resolutions after the final scenario of a campaign where you gain like 10 XP and take 4 trauma or something, like depending on the campaign. I like the implication that your investigators have been changed forever, which I think is pretty cool.
Yeah, depends on if we're gonna get dragged to the abyss or not.
Oh god, the abyss.
That's not a way I want my investigator to be changed to.
That would be less ideal, I think.
I don't think, because it's like, if Neith kills you, and you go to the abyss, but I don't think she can kill me.
That's a good question, actually.
No, she can't kill me.
Okay,
So,
cool. That's good then, because then you don't go to the abyss.
If we actually assume that the game's gonna end next turn, which it looks like that, right? It's Act 3, and this is the last Doom, sorry. So I'm gonna assume that this is where it's gonna end, but
I tend to agree, so I think we'll probably end up, one way or the other, finishing via agenda or act, rather than, being defeated by damage or horror. I assume. And I suppose we'll see. But just as a brief reminder here, narrative-wise, because I'm really interested in moving on to the Knight's Usurper as well, the second part of this sort of this side scenario. I'm going to come back to that, Flower, because I'm very curious. But yes, brief narrative kind of discussion here. Darrell Simmons, the photographer for the Arkham Advertiser, is currently working on an expose of the Silver Twilight Lodge, or the Silver Twilight Cult, I guess, in Arkham. He is working alongside ex-cultist and local businesswoman, Diana Stanley. She runs a candle shop, I presume.
I thought you were going to do that in the Australian accent.
Oh, no. Oh, my God. Diane Lee Stanla. I forgot about that. Oh, God. I did forget about that. Well, now you've reminded me, and it's going to be her name forever. Swords. Oh, Diane Lee. Anyway. They have been working together to try to expose the Silver Twilight Lodge's nefarious schemes. In so doing, they have been reached out to by Jesse Burke, who knows them both, knows their work, and has called them across the ocean to Cairo, where a number of people, including Jesse's husband John, have been taken by a mysterious sleeping sickness. Now, it could just be a medical anomaly, but Jesse thinks there's something supernatural at play. So, Darrell and Diana, D&D, if you will, ventured to Cairo. What happened while they were there? They found a number of cultists. They uncovered a bit of evidence. Diana tussled with, not him, but her, Nadia Nimir, the priestess of the beast, which was pretty badass. I think they fought a lot, which is pretty sweet.
I've had worse.
She had worse many times. Just like, Diana doesn't strike me as the kind who gets into, like, back alley brawls, but clearly she's been in some. Which I think is cool.
She doesn't get into back alley brawls. She just, like, like crazy cultists.
Oh, yeah. On Main Street. Just Main Street brawls.
But I meant more like in, like, crypts and...
Yeah.
People hang out in.
That makes sense.
And then we convinced her to become my arcane acolyte for a few turns.
That's right, and she was on our side for a bit. She told us
before we killed her off.
Before we killed her off. I mean, she went somewhere. We don't necessarily know she's dead.
She went shopping like
she went shopping like
Olive also went back to
Olive
shops like
McBride. Unbelievable. What were you even shopping for, Olive? Yes. Some evidence directed Darrell and Diana to a door marked with blood, which was a Brotherhood hideout. There, Darrell was attacked by an assassin. They managed to get away. They found their way out into an expedition, headed out into the sands outside of Cairo, where, again, they sort of found themselves traveling around, beset by locusts, sand, eclipses, all sorts of portents of evil. And then, deep within some sand-swept ruins, Olive McBride and Diana Stanley uncovered a chamber beset with traps, which they disarmed and, dealt with. Magicked their way through, I suppose. Darrell found
his... just, like, walking around recklessly like a fool, and Olive put some charming protections to help her.
She was like, oh shit, don't... Yeah, just, like, using magic to be like, don't be an idiot.
I mean, that's the best kind of magic.
It really
If
is.
I had that kind of magic in real life,
Oh,
let me tell you.
I would be using it all the time. They found their way into a vault deep within the temple, where they found an agent of the Brotherhood who had been sacrificed. They interpreted some writings, some hieroglyphs, and realized that this was the final sacrifice needed to... I'm trying to remember the exact wording here on the act.
But was he sacrificed or?
Oh, was he? I thought he was.
Oh yeah, he was.
Yeah. Oh, he's.
Don't forget if he was
yeah,
sacrificed or if it was just like traps.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did.
He's dead either way.
He's dead either way, that's for sure. The Brotherhood of the Beast is behind the curse afflicting Cairo. So they are, they have put a spell on the entire city, or the majority of the city, which is causing people to fall asleep and never wake up. And their power within this dreamland is being channeled into something, but we don't know what exactly. The person who might know is a sorceress by the name of Neith, who is a Brotherhood agent, who has been marching through town, ransacking shops, knocking people down, and finally making her way out into the wastes of the desert to confront Diana Stanley and Darrell Simmons, along with some humble supplicants, some other cultists. And that is where we are. I think I pretty much got that. Yeah? More or less?
Agree.
More or less? I just want to quickly go back to something over here in Flower, that Flower said. Flower, I have only played a TFA a couple of times, and wouldn't know what you're talking about. But if I did know what you were talking about, it sounds like it would be really cool. Although I can't say much more beyond that. And I don't want to risk spoiling anything about it, but I would be very curious to hear if you do end up playing the campaign again, whether said mystery gets solved in some way or other. Okay, where are we at here? Darrell's got a few bits of technology and evidence-gathering material with him. However, he is panicked and in a dizzyfying stupor because he hasn't slept in 48 hours, or probably closer to 72. And you can't get a decent cup of coffee in Cairo.
Yeah, famously.
Famously a terrible place for coffee. Oh my god, Scott, you can't just say that.
Yeah, I'm feeling pretty nihilistic.
Nihilistic? I forgot about that. Oh my god, incredible.
We're pretty. It feels like we're pretty doomed.
Mm-hmm.
But no, I'm not letting the locusts get me again.
Yeah. Oh no, you can't get me twice, locusts. Oops, sorry.
Yeah. So I had the idea.
Mm-hmm.
I can try to kill. I can kill probably, unless I. In theory, there's a good chance I can kill the humble supplicants.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if you have multiple ways of dealing damage to Neith.
I actually have none. I will say I remember near the end of the last scenario, possibly even last turn, I reshuffled my deck. So a bunch of my events that I played from the discard pile, it's all gone back. So I'm kind of reset in a way that's not very good. Yeah, it's not ideal. But I have, Darrell's got a plan as well to maybe assist, but I see what you're saying, Diana.
Yeah, I was just thinking if you had multiple ways, I can try to kill them first, and if you can finish her off. But
yeah, no. So unfortunately, I'm not really in a position to do that. I feel like Darrell's combat is not great. He used his improvised weapon to strike her in the head, but it didn't work out super well. As a reminder, the supplicants, the cultists, are actively preventing us from attacking or damaging Brotherhood enemies. So that is Neith. I should also recap where we are in terms of the agenda in the act, which I'll do very quickly. We're at 4 out of 5 Doom on Agenda 3A, Garden of Shadows. Ooh. And the act, the Hour of Judgment, our objective is currently if Neith has no remaining health. So we have to defeat her one way or another.
it's a card in my discard pile that would save us here.
Be really good, eh? Damn it.
Storm of Spirits.
Oh, that would... Oh, you're right. Of course, yeah. Kill, do some damage. Oh, that would be really good.
You actually kill, I think.
Yeah, no, that's what I mean is like... Yeah, because you damage these 2 first, and then it would do enough to. Oh man, you're right. Balls.
The worst part is I had to discard that as well because
I remember.
had, like so many. I had 10 cards in my head.
I remember Diana's just drawing like a fiend out there.
That's definitely been a lot better than I expected, but I think the jewel has a lot to do with that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I got it down early, and that weird alien baby egg has been Diana's best friend.
Yeah, I love it.
Flower, if I may, I feel you, and I completely understand. And I think it's a cool campaign for a variety of reasons. I don't want to spoil anything. Can I ask, Scenario 3, Threads of Fate, did you love it? I'm not that I'm trying necessarily to be positive, because I think that campaign has its ups and its downs. But I personally believe Threads of Fate is, like, awesome. It's right up my alley in terms of what I like out of Arkham. It's very cool. So I like that.
Which one is TFA?
TFA, The Forgotten Age is... Oh, you can have a look at the art up here if that excites you. It's it's a expedition into the jungles of Mexico looking for a lost civilization. It's a couple of the investigators who came out in that pack were like Ursula Downs, Leo... what's his name? Leo Anderson. Like the sort of explorer types. So yeah, it's very exploration focused, which I think is very cool. And introduced the rules for explore, which are being used in this scenario, which I like as well. Yes, great, Flower. That's what I like to hear.
I was just doing a quick check of the Reddit. I mean, I generally will disagree with anything Reddit has to say, probably, but I saw that they ranked in the 2024 campaign
Can't wait for
ranking,
this.
like on average.
Mm-hmm.
It's like it was the second place. So it's apparently pretty well received.
Second best?
Yeah.
Second highest rated campaign? I'm in disbelief. I am shooketh.
I I don't know what to tell you.
No, I think we should play Graspiloot, and I think you'll understand what I mean. But
I don't think we should.
Good answer. No, just yeah. I do understand since then things have come out that people haven't loved for one reason or another, but it just
I'm just seeing that the second lowest, sorry, is well, this is this person. He did an average ranking of it, and like the second lowest is the Circle Undone, which I'm surprised at, because
I love the Circle Undone. Damn it!
There's like one scenario in it that I think is really, really, really badly designed, and I really hate that one. It's the one with the graveyard with the ghosts spawning into random places. I think it's terrible.
Yeah.
But besides that, I thought it was a really.
But besides that, it's pretty cool. I think there's some really cool mechanics in there as well, which I mean that's the thing I've always really appreciated about Arkham is like, it's pulpy, monster hunting, monster slaying, cult investigate, right? Like the themes of it are kind of, there's lots of directions you can take it in, but at the end of the day, it's generally pretty pulpy. It's generally, about eldritch horrors and conspiracies. Fine. And you're trying to like investigate to uncover those things. So mechanically, almost every scenario is set up, get clues, kill monsters, complete the objective. Congratulations. I love how various scenarios turn that on its head, either by giving you alternate objectives or by making you race against things, or you run around putting out fires. Like it's just very cool. Very, very cool.
Yeah, some of the return tos are pretty good. I mean, I get why they stopped doing them, especially because like for us, we're sitting on the tabletop, so we have everything for not say for free, but like you get access to everything. But I kind of get that it's probably, if you own the original campaign, you have to be a pretty big fan to be like, I'm getting the return to
exactly to purchase a whole additional pack that just changes rules and things. Flower, so I didn't realize, but that is a good point that I'll make here as well. Guardians of the Abyss, these couple of side scenarios use the original explore mechanic from the Forgotten Age as well, which is here's your exploration deck. When you explore, you draw cards until you either reveal a treachery or a connecting location. And if it's not a connecting location, you just set it aside and continue. Fine. What this means, though, in like logistical terms, is that it's very possible when playing the Forgotten Age to say turn 1, and you explore 3 times and hit 3 treacheries, and then you draw 1 in Mythos. That sucks. That feels bad.
You mean like we did?
Yeah, like we did. Exactly. You're right. In this scenario, I think my first 3 explorations were all treacheries. And it feels bad. And you drew a couple as well.
So that you could like, so that would be like, okay, I'll draw a location, and then you can like go somewhere. But
so
then,
my
first
something.
3 were all treacherous.
That's right. Diana burned them for me. Thank you, which I appreciate. In the Return to, and what I appreciate here is they didn't make it easier. They just made it different, which I think is for the best. In the Return to version, the stack is just locations, but every time you successfully explore, which is automatic the first time and essentially guaranteed, a couple times after that, every time you explore, you shuffle in the top card of the encounter deck. So you're guaranteed to explore successfully for a while. But then, not only are you maybe drawing treacheries, but you're also maybe drawing enemies, which is like, so in a way, worse, but later in the scenario, which is probably when you can handle it. It's interesting.
Way worse. In other ways, not worse.
Exactly, which I appreciate. Okay, we've talked enough. Or I should say I've talked enough. Graspiloot.
Should I try to kill these guys and then we can see where we're standing at the end?
Yes. I have a plan for if that doesn't. Well, we'll see. But yes, I think that's a good idea.
I can't kill all 3 of them.
No, that's which is rough.
Neith is going to be left, but.
Damn it, Neith.
I can block her attack. I'm not going to die to her.
Okay, that's good. Well, Diana, do you want to try at least to slice up some cultists here, take the fight to them, while Darrell, I don't know, does something?
Flaming Sword, the first one.
Nice.
Do you get anything if I kill this one?
No, I would have to discover a clue here to get the evidence. So don't worry about the evidence.
Alright, well, he did.
Okay, nice. You are correct, of course, Flower. Darrell can resign. If needs be.
Yeah.
See ya! I'm just gonna get on the train. I'll see you back in Arkham.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye!
Alright, well played.
So, I guess I just keep doing this. I sadly have to do it twice because my, my charges were divided.
Ah, shoot! You're right, of course.
Otherwise, I might have been able to do it.
Oh, that is annoying, isn't it? Ooh,
okay.
+1.
And that's also.
Whoa!
Okay, well, I'm afraid I used up all our luck, though.
Damn it. Well, I mean, well played, to be sure. I feel like Diana's been brandishing these flaming swords out here. And oh, right, of course, you summoned the power of Ra, and it's like manifested in these flaming swords.
Yeah, I like to think that these Neith and her supplicants came in and like, I'm not trapped in these scorching desert sands with you. You're trapped in here with me.
You're trapped in these scorching desert sands with me. It doesn't quite roll off the tongue in the same way, but I still like it a lot. Well, okay, so we like that. Darrell can see the sort of like blood being spilled across the sand. Can see Neith, the harbinger of the abyss, marching ever onwards deeper into the desert, possibly about to, attempt to attack Diana. When he has a brainwave, a flash of insight, something that he realizes, he's like, you know what? I can't fight this woman. She's too powerful. I don't possess any mystic arts, but I know what I can do. The act has an action on it. If there is a dreamer at your location, test willpower or intellect X to attempt to awaken a dreamer. X is the strength of the abyss. If you succeed, move a dreamer from your location to Neith as damage. In theory, as long as Aragwen, thank you. Oh, that was very loud. Sorry, guys. Thank you so much.
What a horrifying message to put
really, a kindergartner was born after I subscribed. Just straight up born as a kindergartner. That's a long time, though, Aragwen. Thank you. I really appreciate it. And welcome, of course, to Doomed. Wonderful to have you with us. I am joined today by special guest Graspiloot.
Hello.
Hello. Perfect.
That's all I got.
No. It works for me. Okay. So here's the thing. Oh, I forgot to change the info on the bot. I'm gonna do it after. Okay, I'm gonna do it after because Darrell has a plan, which is if he can't physically best Neith, he can at least start using what he's learned in the temples in the desert to awaken the dreamers. And Jesus, that was loud. Sorry. To hopefully waken enough of them to disrupt Neith's connection to the Dreamlands. So, action 1, I'm going to move to the expedition camp where there are dozens of sleeping people. And then, here's what we're going to do. Twice, I'm going to test Intellect 5, which is the Strength of the Abyss. I have 6. I am going to spend an evidence. I'm going to spend an evidence to make it 6-3. And I'm going to commit from hand this old key ring, which gives me 2 intellect icons. So I'm at 8. 8-3.
Praise, chat.
Darrell is desperately trying to wake people up, but he has information from within the temple now. Perhaps, maybe even a way to end the spell. Let's test it. 8-3. That, my friend, is a -5. But that is enough. So we... Phew! So we don't succeed by 3, but I will move a damage 1 dreamer to Neith. And then, last action, I will... You're not wrong, Flower. I will spend another evidence off my Hawkeye folding camera, reducing my sanity, back to 8. So I'm still alive. And I'm going to commit this flashlight, which has 1 intellect icon on it. So I'm at 7.
Intellect icon on the last one?
Nope.
This last turn,
I wish you could see what it was, because it is, in a word, useless. Very bad. But we're at 7-3 as we attempt to awaken this final dreamer. Darrell Simmons, what do you got for me, buddy? Sweet Jesus, you beautiful bastard. Get in. I cannot believe it. Speaking the magical phrase and the inverse of it causes people to begin waking up, and I mean they're doing, some of them are like throwing up, some of them are hugely dehydrated. Like it's a bit of a bloodbath in the expedition camp, but they're awake. Their connection to the Dreamlands has been broken. And as we move that damage onto Neith, that is the last damage moved onto her, which means we advance the act to Act 3B. Oh, yeah. My goodness.
I'm so happy we found that ancient Egyptian version of the air horn that allows you to wake up people.
Would you care to play that ancient Egyptian air horn for me?
I would not. That is how Darrell's going around the expedition camp. Yep.
Just blowing it in people's faces. Were you act or agenda? I can't remember, to be honest.
I did I think I did the scorpions. So.
Okay, I will read then Act 3B, but we can switch it up next scenario if that is interesting. Yeah. This is the Harbinger's End. With each of the dreamers you set free, or, after you beat her senseless, basically, the arcane power wielded by Neith fades. Before long, she has collapsed to her knees, the power completely drained from her body. However, even with the spells and records you found in the Brotherhood's temple, you're unable to awaken all the victims. Only those most recently put under the spell's sway. As for the remainder of the victims, including John Burke, their fate is inextricably tied to Neith. If you believe that this is the end, you deserve the fate Shkaha has in store for you. Shkaha, I should have said. She warns you. Slay me, and you will be next in line to die. You waver. But if she's allowed to live, those she has ensnared in sleep will never awaken. What is one life compared to the lives of so many innocents? This is interesting. Okay, I don't like the... Okay, it says the investigators must decide, and then in brackets it says, choose wisely, which feels bad. Destroy Neith once and for all. By choosing this option, you believe those still under the curse of eternal slumber will be freed. Spare Neith and listen to what she has to say. By choosing this option, you believe you can learn more about the one Neith refers to as Shkaha.
Wouldn't it just be pronounced Jar? Huh?
Yeah, probably. I like the.
I like this pronunciation.
Oh,
It's
thank
very
you, thank you.
burlesque.
And
but my thoughts about it is that I think, which I also think Diana would think, but obviously very conveniently since I'm the one playing her, is that they thought like we don't actually have any evidence that if Neith dies, that everyone wakes up.
It's a good point.
Exactly. We're like Batman. We kill. Yeah, we can. I think we can Batman this, like kill everyone, and then except like the big bad who's actually behind everything.
Break a bunch of bones, throw people off buildings, just straight up, just multiple counts of homicide, but not the Joker. You can't kill the Joker. That's not okay. So we're thinking spare Neith and listen to what she has to say. I
think that's what I think Diana would vote for. Also because from like Diana's, I also get the impression like while she's like against the cult, like some of the cult probably would still have kind of like had an effect on her, right? I think she's not above doing things for the greater good.
No, for sure. This is it. Like, unlike, say, Zoe, who quite literally hears the voice of what she believes to be God in her mind, and that drives her to, like, kill things. Diana feels to me like, I agree with you, the kind of person who she's not gonna, like, lock the doors on the Silver Twilight Lodge and burn the place down, right? Like, she's not gonna just indiscriminately kill everybody. Doesn't feel
but yeah, like she's like, I think she's not above like getting her hands dirty. But, like, there you go. Like, I think like it's not a bad person. I think she's like a bit of an anti-hero who's like she's on the side of the good. Let's say as much as you have that in this line, but more someone who will kind of like do whatever it takes.
But it does sound. But like if I'm not misunderstanding you, then it does sound like we're thinking it would be better to spare her because she might have information that would be valuable to us continuing forward.
Correct.
Okay. We're going to choose R2. And ooh, she has victory 1. Oh, that changes everything. Okay, shit. We got 5 XP. Sheesh.
At least.
Damn. At least, you're right. Let's have a look at R2. Neith rises to her feet. Most of her power
also,
has...
One second. Here it says, if no resolution was reached, each investigator resigned that was defeated. So I wonder if that means that we would have had more time.
Oh, maybe. Yeah, it's possible the back of the agenda was a defeat. I mean, I don't know. You can have a look, I imagine. Or does it just increase the abyss and we get more time?
No, we would have been just fucking killed.
So, good thing we made it then, is what I'm hearing.
Yes, we would have been taken by the abyss.
Woof! Okay, well that is lucky then. Most of Neith's power has been drained, but the strength of several dreamers still sustains her. They have planned for centuries. Their day of reckoning is coming. Nothing can stop that. Not I. Certainly not you. You notice she speaks as if she were a third party. You press further. Do you think I had a choice? None can withstand Zara. You will see. He will bend your will just as he did mine. Her shadow grows and warps, misshapen. It is the abyss he wants. If you wish to stop him, head west. Zara awaits beyond the gate. Neith's shadow consumes her body whole, and she vanishes from sight. Only her amulet remains. In your campaign log, record, you are aware of Zara's plans.
Oh god.
That doesn't sound good.
Well, I think it's good to be aware. Wait, why is there no thingy here?
No. Because there's no campaign log. Actually, I have a good idea. There you go. Boom. This is my idea. Oh god.
Okay.
No, stop. Why are you doing this to me? There we go.
Yeah, I'll just write it next to the thing. It's maybe easier because then I can remember how I need to spell everything.
Yeah, that's fair. I don't know why I've chosen to do this.
Oh god, this is a...
It's not the best text editor, is it? I mean, we can move, like, we can move the scenario guide.
How am I meant to move the text box?
I don't think you can. It's, like, I find that a bit silly, to be honest.
I think I did it the last time, but I don't remember how.
Is the notebook up here? The notebook! I found it. We can use that too. But I want to have it written out if we can.
But where's the notebook?
Next at the top under the menus, one of them is notebook. Oh, sorry. I'm the only one with a menu. No, you probably have one too, right?
Oh no, it has to be written. No. It has to be written down here somewhere.
Add new. Add new. Add new. Oh my god. Really?
Oh god.
Graspiloot, you're killing me here. Or not Graspiloot, sorry, Flower. I don't mean... sorry. Man, I am learning a lot. All this infinite
Anyone
bag.
investigator may choose to add the ancient Ankh to his or her deck.
Allow me to pull out the ancient Ankh. I'll put it up here by the campaign guide.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah? Ooh.
This is the Aegis of the Harbinger. Willpower, intellect, wild. Pretty nice. It's got 3 sanity soak. It's got 4 charges. When an investigator at your location would fail a test by more than 1, spend a charge. That investigator fails by 1 instead. Even if they automatically failed.
Do you have a necklace item?
I do not.
So I think it might be better. I think neither of us care super hard about like failing. By
No.
Obviously, like.
That's why I really don't. That's wild. Huh.
Like probably like the scenario. If you fail by a lot, then that's going to be bad. Is what I'm going to assume is going to happen a lot in the next scenario.
Yeah, I tend to agree.
But I think like I already have a necklace that I would never want to get rid of. So
there you go.
I think it's better for you.
Well, I think then Darrell will study this ancient Ankh, and maybe it will even help him. I mean, he's not going to pass a test, but at least if he would fail... What did it just say? If you would fail by more than 1, you'd fail by 1 instead. They are essentially Flower, but they're not basic for me, although I think Lucky might be a good upgrade. Okay, what else do we get here?
Okay, so we get 5 XP.
Oh!
And in your complaint log, God, why did you not add one if they require you to still put things down there?
That is funny, isn't it? Record Dreamers in the Abyss X. X is the strength of the Abyss when the scenario ended, which is 5. In your campaign log, record Brotherhood agents who escaped and the names of each unique cultist. I'll bring them up here. These are, of course, the 4... We saw 3 of them. Or, sorry, we saw 1 of them. Nasser, the Brotherhood operative. We did not see the other 3. These were the people that we could have spawned.
We also... Oh, yeah, we spawned Layla, huh? But, like, then it was, like...
That's right, but we didn't end up...
All of them.
We couldn't get there, that's right. But we managed to we got evidence from Nadia and Professor Taylor, which is good, because that gave us VP and removed some strength from the Abyss so that we didn't get absolutely destroyed. That is that.
Oh, yeah.
All right. I think we'll take
5 XP.
5 XP. Okay, well, we should do our upgrades first. If you have thoughts about what you want to take, of course, there is a...
I was kind of hoping that we'd get at least 1 more XP from the campaign itself.
I know.
Because then I could upgrade both my hypnotic gazes.
Ooh, that would be nice, wouldn't it? I feel like...
I can still upgrade 1 of them.
Yes, that would be good. And I'm wondering about... Honestly, I'm wondering about taking Lucky now that it's been floated as a possibility. Feels like it would be quite good here. Potentially. When you would fail. Because then with the Ankh, it would allow me to pass. But maybe I just want to take... Will to Survive was one I wanted to take. And...
Alternatively, I can also get Deny Existence. Yeah, the level 5 version.
Ooh, upgrade one of your denies? I mean, you know it's strong.
Wait. Actually, Hypnotic Gaze is only a level 2 spell.
Oh! Perfect. As a note as well, Graspiloot, when you're ready to spawn it in, you can, up here next to the cards, there's like a search a card function, and it will spawn copies of all the cards, which is cool.
I am...
When you're looking or after you're looking at it. Because this Will to Survive is cheap because of my On My Own, which is pretty good. Oh, sorry, guys. Yeah, lots of cancellation already. Flower, which is a good shout. And I don't believe Diana can take Test of Will because it's a survivor card if I'm not mistaken. Oh, you mean I could take it? I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. Sorry, I was like, I don't think Diana can. Yes, I understand now. I also wanted to take another copy.
Now he gets it.
I've got a plan. Level 2. Yeah, I think... What would I take out for Will to Survive, is my question. Seems really good. I'll just remove one of my weaknesses, I think. Is that okay? Do you think that's alright? Do you think they'll let me do that?
I'm sure that's like 1 XP, right?
I'm sure that's fine. Yeah, I'm sure it's fine. Don't worry about it. Actually, legitimately, what did I... Oh, actually, no, I know exactly what I want to take out.
I can also upgrade an Eldred's Inspiration.
Ooh!
But I still don't understand what that actually does. Like, I don't understand what the upgrade does.
Let me quickly just kind of jump in there and have a look.
Because the original Eldritch Inspiration says, fast, play when you would resolve an effect on a... I don't know what
Mystic card.
Mystic. Oh yeah, that actually makes sense.
Oops,
a mystic
can't
card that
spell.
triggers when a symbol is revealed, basically. Either cancel that effect or resolve it at additional time. And the upgrade is play when you would resolve an effect on a mystic card that triggers when or if a chaos token is. So the only time that's worth it is if you're playing a curse or a blessed deck.
True. I also potentially... I can't really think of any examples, but yeah, like if any cards, you're right, because most Mystic cards say after you reveal a symbol token, do something. Oh yeah, Flower is correct. There is a silly card. Is it Song of the Dead? Nope, it's not Song of the Dead. Is it? I'm trying to... Azure Flame, maybe? Yeah, there you go. There's a suite of spells in Mystic that care about revealing Elder Signs +1s or 0s. Oh, and Shards of the Void, I think. I just don't think it would be useful. Shards of the Void.
I mean, it's just not... I think I just have to leave the 1 XP on the table.
Damn. Yeah.
Well...
Yep.
I mean, I could also take like a second Storm of Spirit, but that means getting rid of something else.
And then what?
Exactly. So that's then also for an hour thinking about what.
Oh yeah, and you're right. We want to get into the next thing here. Why did I zoom in so far to do that? I am upgrading one of my copies of I've Got a Plan, which makes it cheaper, gives it an extra icon, and it gives me +2 intellect for the fight. And I am upgrading my copy of Impromptu Barrier. Into Will to Survive, which is a card that says until the end of your turn, do not reveal chaos tokens for skill tests you perform, which is pretty good, I would say. Defiance, I think, is 2 Flower of August. I may be wrong. I'm always wrong.
My Defiance are both already upgraded. I feel like kind of the zero XP Defiance feels kind of trash, I think.
Yeah, you have to name the token in advance, eh?
Yeah, I think the 0 XP Defiance, I think, is not good for Diana, but it's good for investigators that like checking, that can see the top of their deck or whatever, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I really think that would be a fun way to play. Is
not
like
the top of the deck, the top of the
the encounter deck.
Yeah.
I think that would be a really fun way to play, to be honest.
I think that's fun, but that's not what I'm doing. So
No,
I don't think it's...
I'm gonna just start cleaning up the map as well and spawning the next one. I hope that doesn't...
I had like a really fun combo here that I was really hoping to use, but like that I got blocked by because I had Hypnotic Gaze and double Eldritch Inspiration.
Oof! May I?
So I was thinking if I get hit for 2 damage, then I can trigger it with Olive or with I have another card for that. So.
So you would essentially, yeah, you would return a couple of damage, and then you would trigger it again, and then you would again.
Yeah, basically I would basically it triples like this. You can use it on itself, and then like it triples the effect.
Oof.
Instead of obviously it wouldn't quadruple it, but like it would. So basically, if like a 2-hit or like the other one that did Strength X of the Abyss, and being like, okay, it can do like 15.
It's so wild. I mean, that would be incredible.
Yeah.
I'm just grabbing. I have to.
But then she does like crazy damage, and that was not useful.
And you're like, no, come on.
Come on.
What is this? Here we go. I have to edit these things here. I'm being a bad streamer. There we go. The short answer, Flower, which you can correct me if I'm wrong here, is that I think it will also delete the decks, and I don't want to have to I didn't want to have to bring them out again, even though it would be pretty straightforward. There we go. I'm going to do this. Change the warning. Save that. Timers. That's on. Okay. Update? Okay, great. That still works. Yeah. Oh, okay, there we go, Flower. See? We're all on the same page. Okay. Oh, well, we don't need this anymore either, do we? Recall! Oh, no. Didn't actually recall everything.
Did you say macaw?
Macaw! I said recall, but...
Oh, okay. I was like, are you doing this tornado? Because I thought you were talking about tomato earlier, so like, is he doing a bit?
Absolutely wild. Alright, I'm placing the Knight's Usurper. I don't know how... Oh, you've already cleaned up, haven't you? Okay, good. I need to take a very short break, Graspiloot, just to refill my drinks. It's getting hot in here, so I'm going to get some water.
I would actually like that as well. So that works.
Well then, folks, we are going to be right back with the beginnings of the Knight's Usurper. So stick around and check it out on Doomed. Let's see what happens to Diana and Darrell. See you back in a sec. Well, hello, and welcome back to Doomed. Not so solo playthroughs through Arkham Horror, the card game, with a focus on roleplay and storytelling. I am not alone today. Darrell Simmons is not alone investigating the horrors of the Brotherhood in Cairo. Today I am joined by Graspiloot.
Hello. It is me, Graspiloot.
It is I, Graspiloot.
It is I.
The hero we have all been waiting for. Welcome back. Happy for you to be here.
Thank you.
Glad things are good. I'm glad that we survived the first scenario. Skin of our teeth.
I was a bit like, the fact that the scenario actually would have killed us, that is crazy.
It really is. I mean, especially since, if I may, I think it's kind of... Oh, hi, Aragwen. Welcome to Doomed. Especially since you're allowed to play... you're allowed to insert side scenarios into a campaign that you're playing, right? You're just like, oh, I'm just going to duck over to Egypt and do this other thing. And then to imagine that your campaign would be like, oh, but they're all dead now, would be awful. I'd feel really, really bad about that.
Yeah. I think it's a bit of a weird decision to just... I guess it's a bit like the fact if it's standalone, it's like, okay, whatever, right? But the fact that it's like not necessarily that, because you can do it as a side scenario. Even I still think that side scenarios in most cases are kind of weird. Like, in which campaign do you truly have time to pop over to Egypt?
That's it. I wish there were more set in, or there is.
All have backups ready.
Well, yeah, we did not. Yeah, Flower. I think worst case scenario would have gone, oh no, we're dead. Oh, but good things. Darrell's brother Cyril Dimmons is here. You know, like. Oh, and Diane.
We could have whipped out some of our old characters.
That's true. Actually, you know what? You're right. It's not like my Arkham DB is empty. I think it's the way to put that. But yeah, that's it. Like, there's a couple side scenarios set in Arkham, and I wish there were more, because it feels like if you're playing a campaign there, it makes sense. But yes, if you're playing like the Scarlet Keys or something, this would be baller.
even I feel like even like let's say Dunwich or something, you still feel like I'm doing something. Like, what am I gonna just stop this missing persons investigation to chill out somewhere else? Like, I don't know. It just feels like in most, and I think like which is like I think if a lot of even like in video games, it's like it feels kind of weird often to be like the main quest has a lot of urgency to it, but like let me just go dicking around somewhere. It's like it only works because it's a video game and we purposely be like,
No, it's so true, and I think I completely agree. I feel like the best games are the ones where the side quests are sort of tied into progress along the main quest, or perhaps there's gated content that you like, not content, but you know what I mean. It's like something blocked to your character until you do a side quest. That makes sense to me. But yeah, to think, oh god, I really hope this elder god doesn't take over the world. Oh, also, I should just go and have a look at this other thing really quick. Like, unless they're connected, it's gonna be hard.
Yeah. If I might, do you mind if I tangent first?
No, please.
Firstly, okay, how do I copy a? How do I copy it? Is it contribute? Yeah. Okay. Didn't think it worked for a sec, but so earlier today we played like another board game. Like,
okay.
Like it also is like a kind of scenario-based chapter thing called Vampire the Masquerade Chapters.
Mm-hmm.
I've told you a bit about it before. Like it's certainly a game that has a lot of mistakes in it, and so we were like doing a side quest today. At some point, we run into a situation where we're like, "This does not, it does not make sense what the game like." And we don't really understand how we progress because like we don't really seem to have a way out of the thing.
Oh.
So like, and so we like a bit like, but like we're not at the point yet where we're like, this is completely broken. So, but like we were still like, okay, but let's just Google what's happening. And I was like looking through the booklet that they provide.
Mm-hmm.
And my brother-in-law, he was Googling it. He said, I find it really hard to find an answer to the question that we're having because all I can find about the scenario is everyone saying how that is completely broken and it's unplayable. Like, okay. So basically what turns out, like you have like an element of investigation there as well, and you can find certain clues. But it turns out that unless you find one specific clue that is actually really easy not to get, like the scenario is not completable. And it's like, what? It was bizarre. So it was like I think that was like, it's a side quest, so I imagine maybe like they just didn't, because it's the first time we ran into a problem like that. So I could just imagine that they just didn't play test that one well enough. But it just was like so weird. We had to actually metagame it a little bit.
No, that's
because like sorry. Especially because the clue was basically that calling out that the person we were talking to was a vampire, and it was like super fucking obvious.
You're like, well, I'm not gonna do this because we already know. It's fine.
Let's just say that we know that like it's weird. Like she's coming down to this crypt with like 2 maintenance workers, and like a bunch of maintenance workers have been found dead here. I think we can put 2 and 2 together here.
Oh, but unless you say it out loud, that's it.
She's working for city government, as she was saying.
Wink. Yeah, okay. It's very true. It sounds a little ridiculous, doesn't it? It probably felt ridiculous to play as well.
Yeah, generally it's been pretty good. And once we had just been like, okay, let's just skip that. We need that one clue. Is endless flowers. That's like a lot of old point and click games did the same. Even like one we talked about, like Phantasmagoria.
Yeah. Yep.
Like,
you can get soft locked.
Have like
or hard locked.
Annoying things like that. Yeah.
Well, yep. No, it's screwed. You're screwed now. Oh, guess you better start over. That's it. And it's the thing for me is that like, if the game is meant to be, say, a relatively realistic depiction of like investigating something, then yes, you could end up in situations where you just don't have the information you need to solve a mystery. Like that could happen. And I've played games that are like that are the game's mechanic was around time and like the time it takes to send DNA off for evidence collection and stuff like that. And that was interesting. But to play a game where it's like, well, we're all vampires and we know you're a vampire and we didn't say that out loud and now my scenario is broken. Like that just feels bad,
Yeah, it was really ridiculous. Like basically we had like sometimes the games have like a timer, but it's like a turn timer, not like an actual like timer. and like basically if like something will happen if that's over. So we split up, and all three looked at us as like the 3 different investigations that were going on. So we were playing with 3 people, and one of them was like the person that was like Nosferatu, and still was like the best social character in our group, but that best is still bad. Our group is not very social currently. It's a bit of a weakness, but then like the game gave you 2 options to find this one clue that's completely necessary to pass the scenario. That's either like play the Malkavian character. Well, none of us did that.
Okay.
Or pass like a quite difficult social role, and it's like, and we didn't.
Huh.
So it's like, okay, well, too bad. That it's just really weird.
It doesn't feel good. Does not.
Yeah, it's like very old. I think that systems. Like generally, it hasn't really happened to us, but like, obviously, that game has had a lot. It has had a lot of issues, and not always happy necessarily with it.
No, to be sure. And what I again, something I appreciate about Arkham, often in a scenario, if a location says test intellect 3 to look into the mirror, or whatever, right? You might go, hey Daisy, do you mind looking in this mirror for a sec? Like, you just know it's going to be important later. You know, the game doesn't hide its gaminess from you, which is nice.
Yeah, and like the game is better at allowing me to to be like we have to kind of like do a little bit of like hand waving when it comes to like who's in the conversation. Sometimes we start a conversation and we're like, okay, like I guess that would be that person, but then there's like a unique dialogue for another person in the group, so it's like, okay, I guess you control the conversation.
Yeah, okay. Oh, it's you now. Oh, here, you get in there.
You're the one who's doing this. So we've gamified a bit. We do want to see like if our characters. I think there's nothing for me that feels worse in a game where I have unique dialogue. Well, I'm not sure if there's nothing worse, but like I think it's a one thing I really dislike. If I have like unique dialogue that I'm missing because I happen to not be the one in the conversation.
Yeah. That feels bad. I fully agree. And that will never let that happen in Arkham. Never.
That was my tangent. You know, that's my tangent quota for the night.
No, it's a good tangent in the sense of like what we're doing here today, and I mean it is pretty wild that happened though. Let us. Sorry. Tell me.
I like the art here. This guy with his. Oh, I have flaming swords. He comes out with like what is this? Ice swords?
Ice sword.
Yeah,
okay.
Fire, mate.
Yeah, this guy knows how to counter you for sure. He's like, okay, fire swords. I'll bring the ice sword.
This is Final Fantasy X. Like, you know, when you like ice and fire counter each other.
Yes, 100%. Hey, he's got my Ankh too. Well, my Ankh. The Ankh I took.
Oh, is it you? Are you with the ice?
Is that me? Am I the hooded figure with the sword of ice? I mean, maybe. That'd be pretty sweet. Let's read our little intro here, and then we'll get into it, and we'll see what we need to do in order to hopefully save the people of Cairo from this sleeping sickness. This is the Knight's Usurper. Winlock fiddles with his mustache for a moment while he considers your words. As the leader of the expedition currently scouring through Dashur, the decision of whether or not to let you join the expedition is up to him. Look, I read through the evidence you've gathered. I know about what happened in Cairo. I believe your story, but still... He lets out an exasperated sigh. I just don't know how I'm going to convince the rest of the expedition crew. Ancient temples is one thing, sure, but a gate to another dimension? This Jara fellow? None of this can be real, right? Your research and experience say otherwise. And I hope most people in Cairo would have thought otherwise as well, but that's fine.
I just like the idea that he's like, I believe you, but come on, this can't be real, right? So it's like, you don't believe us.
So then you don't believe us.
We are rich Americans, and you're like, I can't just afford to not believe you.
Yeah. Oh, no. Oh, no, I believe... Let's humor the Americans, yeah. The threat is real. There is a secret organization operating within Egypt, the Brotherhood of the Beast, and if they are not stopped, their newfound Chosen One will begin a campaign of destruction that ends with the Earth. You insist one last time to be allowed access to the expedition's resources. All right, Winlock relents. I don't know what it is you're looking for out there in the desert, but I hope you find it. You shake your head and reply, you'd rather come up empty-handed.
So did we even know about that it was called the Brotherhood of the Beast, and that it was like that they have a chosen one that will begin a campaign of destruction? Because I feel like this information wasn't necessarily.
Weirdly enough, that I remember, but like, who the fuck is Winlock? Like, they're talking about him like we've met. Did we just miss him in the resolution? No.
Nope.
Okay, weird. I remember in the scenario, there was something about, the Brotherhood of the Beast, and the guy that we were chasing was like, they're going to let the Chosen One, they're going to power up the Chosen One. Or something.
I kind of feel like we probably shouldn't. Like, I'm looking at this now. Like,
whoop!
Killed him?
Yeah, maybe. I'm not gonna look.
Oh well, John. You gotta break a few eggs to make an omelet, right?
Sorry, Jesse Burke. I think is what's happening here. Okay. In terms of our setup for the Night's Usurper, we're gathering some stuff. We're putting the expedition camp into play. That's where we start. We're setting some stuff out of play. Fine. Create the exploration deck. So that's been done for us, but I'm just checking here. 7 locations, along with 1 copy each of Abyssal Reach, The Black Wind, Terror Under the Pyramids, and Swarm of Locusts. Find the 6 double-sided Brotherhood enemies, which we've seen in the last scenario. Some of them are placed beneath the scenario reference card. The rest are removed from the game. If you are playing in campaign mode, place each of the enemies listed next to Brotherhood agents who escaped beneath the scenario reference card. Makes sense?
Oh.
Which are, of course, these 4.
So it kind of assumes you would have gotten 3.
That's very
Right.
funny.
Feels
God damn it. Fine. That is actually quite funny, though, isn't it? All right. So we'll do that in a moment here. Place a number of resource tokens on the scenario reference card under Strength of the Abyss, as follows. If you're playing in campaign mode, we're putting the number that we ended on last time. And if you're playing in standalone mode, place 1 for each investigator. Wow. Okay.
I mean, we just killed him. You know, like...
God.
Dreamers in the Abyss. What was... Wait, no, what was that based on again?
It was based on the strength...
Strength of the Abyss. Oh, wait. They think we would have ended up at strength 2 for the Abyss? That's like an average number? Like, what?
I mean, maybe. Like, I agree with you. It doesn't seem correct. I think maybe it's that the standalone mode is meant to be like starting from scratch, whereas now we have... I don't know. We have our XP and we have a little reward, I guess. But we are starting on strength 5, which feels bad. To me, anyway.
Do we still start the Strength of the Abyss the same?
Yeah, it says place resources equal to the number listed in parentheses next to Dreamers in the Abyss.
Oh.
Feels terrible. Maybe we were meant to, like, remove
Are we
some
bad
more.
at this?
I mean, it's a good question. We eked out a victory, and I think that's... Yeah, oh, it's true! Flower makes a good point. We did take 2 VPs in exchange for 2 Abyss Treachery, strengthening the Abyss Treacheries. We cleared at least 1 or 2 from the Strength of the Abyss, maybe even 3. But we also increased it on our own Steam a couple of times. Maybe even more. Okay, so we are then, in that case, we're set up. We have our, of course, Darrell and Diana are here at the expedition camp, getting ready to head out. Normally, you draw your opening hands and so on before we do setup, but I would like to read the agenda and the act because I think that's fun.
And the location.
And the location, of course. What would you like to read, Graspiloot?
I'll do the act this time.
All right. Agenda 1A. The Brotherhood bides their time. With members of the Brotherhood still at large, your research had to be done in secret, away from prying eyes. Now that you are exposed, you know that anyone could be a spy for the secret cabal, even members of Winlock's expedition. It is a risk you must take in order to stop their plot. Regardless, knowing they could strike at any moment sets your nerves on edge. Sooner or later, they will show their hand, and you will be ready for them. 6 Doom. Not a lot of Doom.
Act 1A, Search for the Gate. With Winlock's support, the expedition is underway. But unlike the other archaeologists and researchers, you're not searching for ancient crypts or artifacts. You are after something older and far more dangerous. A place the others would not believe existed even if you told them. Action. And it's... actually saw a post earlier that was like talking about like people who just like read the fluff and just like don't read up the mechanics and being like, that's me.
All right, good. Here we go.
The action, explore. Draw the top card of the exploration deck. If it is a connecting location, put it into play and move to it.
Okay.
And Witten Green would be completely...
I know. We do love Witten here.
Yeah, I mean, Witten is so strong.
I think it's a really cool designed card. Plus her upgrade, like 2 stat boots. It's nice. It's nice. And of course, we need 4 clues, which I presume we're only going to be able to find out in the desert. The expedition camp. This is, of course, I believe the same expedition camp as last time. Just outside of the city, the greatest archaeological minds of the age are gathered together with the funding, resources, and knowledge to discover all of the secrets ancient Egypt has to hide. Perhaps their expedition will reveal the truths you are searching for. Maybe.
All of them?
All of them?
Parlay. Test 2 books. If you speak to the parlay, it's an action parlay. Test 2 books. Speak to the researcher station there. If you succeed, look at the top X cards of either exploration deck or the encounter deck, where X is the amount you succeeded buying. Place up to 2 of those cards on the bottom of that deck. Place the rest on top in a random order.
I'm sorry, Flower. Some mysteries can't ever be solved. I'm so sorry. I don't know how to tell you.
Yes, what is the ancient Egyptian mystery of when Flower's dad left?
Well, it's been going on for a long time.
It feels a long time. Okay.
The Knight's Usurper, I believe, is very similar to the Eternal Slumber. Skulls are -X, the Strength of the Abyss. Terrible to start. Cultists reveal another token. If you fail and the Strength of the Abyss is 3 or less, add a Strength. That's fine for now. Tablets, I think, used to be 0, and now they're -1.
The tablet is so bad for me.
Absolutely horrific.
Crazy.
Yeah, really bad. No, I agree. Ignore all bonuses to your skill value, which is wild. This is the one I'm interested in. The Elder Thing says -4. If you succeed, and the Strength of the Abyss is 4 or more, remove a strength from the Abyss. Which I'm maybe hoping to cheekily peel away some strength from the Abyss. So cheeky.
I like it. He's so cheeky. And they're like, the art again looks so great.
Yeah, agreed.
This art, I think is amazing.
I have to assume this is Diana here.
I mean, wearing a dagger, so it makes sense.
And brandishing some sort of scarab jewel.
And looks like a cultist.
And looks like a cultist, yeah, it's fair.
Like that's a trait that I have. I've still been very sad that everything has like any reference to cultist hasn't been like every cultist gets like +1 here, because I'm like, yeah, but
excuse me, I am also a cultist. Yeah, can you imagine? That's funny. Are we G to G?
I believe so.
I think so. I'm noticing that you have a damage and a horror, but do you have in the thick of it?
I don't.
Yeah!
I'm just so used to having in the thick of it. That
well,
because
I mean, me too. But like, because of standalone mode, right? I think we didn't have to.
I just never not take it. So I'm like, not because like when you have 40 XP, then that 3 XP devalues a lot, like compared to the damage and horror.
That is very true. It really, really does. And I agree with Flower, and I know Graspiloot feels very strongly about it as well. The investigator traits need to be used more. Let's get some specific outcomes and dialogue options.
Sad. In the we played the Circle Undone, and played it blind, and then get to the point where there is like a trait choice, and I have 2 of the traits. I played Daisy, so I have one of the traits actually, I think. But that trait is on the other path. And I'm like,
tragic.
Nah, you have to be joking.
Come on.
Come on, game.
It did feel quite bad. I do agree. Which is yeah, pretty tragic. Whoop, sorry. Hey, is it time?
It is time.
I think it's time. Let's draw our opening hands, everybody. We know we need to head out into the desert to hopefully find the Brotherhood. Let's draw our opening hands.
Oh no, I have to wait. I have to search for my.
Oh, of course, yes. Yes, you need Dark Insight should be in your opening hand. But I'm going to draw my opening hand and get doomed. Wow. I mean, that's pretty good. That's actually quite spicy.
I'm happy to hear that, I think.
Quite nice, actually. I think we put 3 back, though. Okay. Poor mulligan, but that's okay. It's not the worst.
I don't really want to keep my whole hand.
Hey, you don't... Oh, well, you have to keep Dark Insight, but you don't have to keep anything else. You can just throw them all away.
So all these cards are pretty decent, but I think they're gonna do too much of the same thing at the moment. I still feel bad getting rid of them. You know?
Sure, but, you know, the assumption is that you'll see most of them again. They'll be back.
Yeah, if I get the jewel soon again, then... You know,
well, and maybe there's a point to be made for mulliganing to try to find it faster. I mean, faster, quote-unquote. Just, like, get lucky with it, hopefully. Okay, what's the plan? We gotta explore. There's no clues here. God damn it, we have to explore. Oh, I guess I could take the test on the expedition camp.
Do we? I mean, we can just explore, no?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I could take the test to see if maybe we just bury a treachery. But you're right. We probably just take it. Walk away.
I can just do because I'm not like we're not have any enemies, so I don't have anything to do.
Diana's just here being like, all right, guys, nothing to kill. Mush, mush. Let's get out in the sands.
Exactly.
Honestly,
I think I could just like start exploring, to be honest.
Yeah, sure. It works for me, Diana. Go for it.
Have we shuffled this exploration?
It has been shuffled. You may shuffle again. Feel free. I'm not going to stop you.
This deck.
Oh, yep. Oh, yep. Shuffle them all. Shuffle everything.
Shuffle your deck. No.
Go ahead. Why not?
Okay,
right.
so I'll start. I'll explore. Connecting location.
It is a connecting. I can't believe it.
Okay, I'll lose. I think I'll probably rather lose the action. Like I'm not really doing anything useful. Yeah, okay, that didn't spawn the thing. That's
no. I wonder if it's the same locations as last time. Like the same instances of them, so it knows that it's clues. I don't know. That's weird. But anyway, here are the clues.
I'll explore again.
Oh, great. You have to lose an action or take a damage. Sorry.
I will lose an action.
You did. Okay, cool.
Oh god. Oh god, this one.
That's less good.
Ooh. I think I will just draw an encounter card. Why'd you put this here now?
Yeah, discard it and draw the top card. Yeah, you're right. As Diana moves out into the dunes, a black wind rises off the sands. Oh no.
That's fine.
That's fine. Okay. The wind exposes some like
a sarcophagus.
A sarcophagus in the sand, and Diana's like, "Oh shit, maybe we need to go in there."
It spawns at my location too, so that's good.
Oh.
If it was spawned at your location,
that would be worse for me. So I do appreciate you taking that. Thanks.
No worries.
Oh god. So what is the thing in the sarcophagus here? So it hunts when there's no clues. When it's ready, if you attack it without shooting it or shooting a spell at it, it attacks you. So it has like auto retaliate if you use like a melee weapon or something. Okay. Interesting. Well, Darrell, this is maybe a little boring, but Darrell needs to get ready for his journey. Oh, sorry. This is not that boring. The very first thing that happens when my turn begins is I have to discard the top 10 cards of my deck.
Ooh.
And this is where the luck really comes in. Okay, that's... Okay.
Ooh, nice.
No panic today. That kind of sucks. No stupor today, baby. That's fine.
That's about it. Is it?
It is. It is 6. That sucks. That also kind of sucks. Oh, rip hypothesis. Damn. Oh well.
2 weaknesses, huh?
Yeah, two weaknesses out of 5, I think, is pretty good. In the meantime, that's why it's not too bad.
Oh, yeah.
Darrell is, of course... Oh, sorry. And I should have done this immediately. I'm going to put evidence on this thing in the sarcophagus. Thelia, hello! Welcome to Doomed. Wonderful to have you with us this evening. I hope you're doing very well. I am joined today by special guest, Graspiloot.
Hello, Thelia.
It's wonderful to have you with us here. Darrell's already got his cameras are ready. He's equipping himself with his tools. He's ready to go. My last action... Actually, if my last action is move, I will have to take a damage. So maybe I shouldn't have played both things, but I don't... No, because next turn what I want to do is get clues.
Right?
Huh?
You can also just explore.
I could explore, you're right. Oh, good. Okay, long day, Thelia. I feel ya. Anything in particular? Hopefully nothing too bad happened, but I'm just hoping things are still going well. Good shout, Graspiloot. I think Darrell's going to set off with the second part of the expedition, which he's assuming they're going to go into the dunes, but we'll see where they actually end up. Okay. They go to the sands of Dashur, which I'll put over here.
Yes, it's connected to everything.
Yeah, okay. So as an additional cost to explore from here, you have to spend 2 resources. That's okay. My plan is to go in and get the clues off the dunes next turn. That's me. So, that's okay.
Right. So, we move to the enemy effect?
Yes. Yes, so the thing in the sarcophagus, Diana has uncovered a creature. Oh! Very nice.
Get wrecked. I've had worse. And somehow I'm looting the sarcophagus while that's happening.
Oh, yeah, exactly. No, yeah, this thing lashes out and you're just like, get out of here. Give me that.
I'm also
Give me
just
this
now
juice.
realizing how crazy this is because it says and or horror.
Yeah, you
But
can do one of each.
Like,
yeah.
Wait, one of each? Or doesn't it cancel up to 2 damage and horror?
That's a... No, hang on. No. Because there's... I don't know why, though, because... I think and...
You just read it's 1 or, right? So if I see cancel up to 2 damage and horror, that'll do.
I feel like the game would say 2 of each, maybe? I don't know, though. 2... I will say I feel like it's... And maybe I'm wrong here, but I feel like it's a total of 2. Although...
That's what I thought. That's how I always read it. But
Me
then
too.
now I was just reading it just now and being like, wait. So if it's like an or, it's like if it's a slash, then it means I could read it either way. So I could read it as cancel up to 2 damage and horror.
2 damage.
I mean,
and
like,
horror.
wait.
2 damage and 2 horror. Yeah. I mean, I will say there's also, as you know, there's like a level 4 version that says 4 or 5 even maybe. It's too much. It's wild.
You're never gonna take that much. Well, I guess you could just like tank like some massive boss at the end.
Yeah, something. Yeah, exactly. A big eldritch beast slaps you upside the head, and you're like, whatever. But either way, it's pretty good.
Yep, and we loot them.
Did you draw from Diana's ability as well?
Oh, thank you for.
Of course. Hey,
another resource.
I am here for it. I know Diana needs her money, so.
I keep forgetting that one. Actually, yeah. I mean, like to be honest, I last time I don't think I needed the money if I hadn't spent $10 on like a trinket.
But we needed the trinket. It was very important. Yeah, Diana needs some new shoes, and she's gonna find them right here.
Imagine just taking the fine clothes thing, just because, like, hey, I want my character to look pretty. Okay.
Hey, there are worse reasons to take fine clothes, says me. Excuse
what
me.
is the worst? Okay, what is the worst reason to take fine clothes?
Probably the worst reason would be because I have to take cards that have an even number of letters in their titles. That would be the worst reason, I think.
Does it even have that?
No. I just mean that would if you decided that for yourself.
Okay, I'm just saying like it doesn't have isn't clothes like an uneven amount of letters?
Oh yeah, I can't spell. Yeah, I was thinking. You know what? I wrote cloths. Fine cloths, which is a very different situation.
Some fine cloths.
Fine cloths. Oh, wow. That's a very different situation. But there you go. We move to upkeep. See, that should be my discard pile. Womp womp. Darrell's part of the expedition has led out into the sands. Diana's part of the expedition is currently battling a beast unleashed from within a sarcophagus, which of course she is tanking like the badass she is. Also in the dunes. Also in the dunes, different dunes, but same area. We go to 1 out of 6 doom on our agenda. Oh, I was the lead investigator last time, and I'm wondering if we should keep that because it's the same kind of story arc, or if now that we're moving out into the desert and we know we're going to go kick some ass.
I could see. I think that's what we originally said, right? That if say the first one is like finding out what's happening, then Darrell is the lead, and then the second one where everything's going to hell, then Diana takes
I think so. Which is, we know that we got to go kick some ass out here, so I'm very happy for you to be lead investigator. I should have said.
Oh yeah, I didn't think about it. Like it generally doesn't really matter that much, right? Besides the encounter.
No, not generally, but sometimes there's decisions and things, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I still wouldn't do that. Oh, okay, this is now getting a bit bad.
Okay. It's getting a little tricksy over here. Oh God, actually, yeah. Okay. Well, Diana might be busy for a while. I'm gonna also just quickly throw another, just want to get that photo real bad. And I'm gonna draw a swarm of locusts. They have, great question, Flower of August.
They have hunter if there's no clues.
If there's no clues. So in theory, we could somehow, evade them both, explore, get the hell out of there, and just leave them. But we don't have to.
I don't. Oh, you want the damn. Goddammit. You want the damn clues off it.
I mean, if I do get the clues, then I get the evidence, and that's good for me. But at the same time, they are 5 health enemies. I mean, it's a lot.
I could just cancel this, maybe. I think I should.
Can you? Oh shit! Yeah. Sorry. What are you canceling? I should have said.
Like drawing this thing.
Oh yeah. When you draw an encounter card or a weakness, cancel it, shuffle it back, do not draw a new card. Yeah, totally. I will.
I don't think it says that I have to do it beforehand, right? I can do it.
I think it's when you draw it, but I'm not averse to this being a thing.
Yeah, but like I mean, that's still you would not draw it. Oh, so you mean like before you draw it to begin with?
No. I just think it's like before I draw my encounter card, like in that window.
You?
I did. I just did, but it's fine. You hadn't seen it, so.
I still haven't actually.
Oh, there you go. No, this is great for me. I'm thrilled for Diana's dark insight to lead her into not having to fight another monster.
I have to shuffle it back.
Yes, which means I think for fairness' sake, I will also shuffle my encounter card back in, because in theory I could draw that thing. Goodbye, Requiem. Wonderful to have you with us. Thanks for joining us.
Bye.
Okay, so dark insight, well played. Don't forget to draw and grab a resource. And
I did this time.
Oh, okay. And Darrell. So out in the sands of Dashur. Okay, so not a swarm of locusts, but rather a sandstorm. It is perilous because I'm in a desert. Test agility 3. If you fail, take 2 damage or discard an asset. Well, I mean, I'd rather not, but I think I just will. Rather not take damage, but let's smash this test.
You're not here with me, okay then.
No, that's true too. I'll go 3 to 3. Well, shit. All right. I'm just gonna take. Is that crazy? Yeah. I think I'm just gonna take 2 damage. The sandstorm pelts Darrell and the rest of the caravan as they make their way westward. And we move back to the investigation phase. Question, Diana. Should Darrell, come in, grab the clues, grab the evidence? Or should we leave the clues, try to evade, and get the hell out of there? And leave the monster forever?
No, grab the clues. You need to get your evidence.
I mean, it wouldn't be bad. I will then. Darrell's part, recently sandstormed part of the expedition. I'm going to move into the dunes, lose an action. And then, last action, I'm going to investigate my location.
You don't pick them all up, right? Hopefully.
I can. Oh! I see what you're saying.
I do want to get out of here after this, and if you're still there,
I'm gonna have to deal with it. I see how it is. No, that's fair. Sorry, that is a good shout actually, because then if we leave one clue on its location, then it won't hunt. But if I
won't get your evidence.
Yeah, but I'll get I just need one clue to get the evidence though. So it doesn't charge up my Hawkeye either though. That's fine. Let's just do this.
By the way, wouldn't you have gotten this on the treachery, on the sandstone?
No, it's only when it's weird because it says when an enemy or treachery enters play, and when you draw it for a revelation, it doesn't enter play. It just kind of sits there and then it resolves and discards.
Oh.
But like anything that's like next to the agenda deck or attached to a location or whatever, that works. Which is good.
So, I guess that would make sense. Otherwise, you just free trigger it every time.
Yeah. I do really want to grab both of these clues, but I'm not. Let's not do it. Let's just go for one.
No, grab them.
Oh, that sounds nice. I will investigate with a flashlight, which takes the difficulty down to 1, and then I'm going to commit deduction. Darrell is, of course, trying to figure out if the presence of this creature that Diana is tussling with indicates that maybe what they're looking for is directly under these sands. I'm at 6-1. Okay. It's still a success. I'm not loving a -4, but I'll take it. Evidence goes on the Hawkeye. Evidence comes off the thing and goes over to Darrell. And I grab both clues, which is 2 of the 4 that we need. So that's no bad thing. And that's my whole turn.
All right. It was planning to
kick some ass.
Yes.
Yes. Or whatever, whatever you want to do.
Yeah, I'm going to... Wait, am I going to commit this or this? I am going to just try to evade this thing.
Okay. Seems good. I can toss you an agility icon if you want one. Or actually, I can lower the difficulty to 0, so it will succeed. So it will probably succeed.
No, that's okay.
Okay.
In the second attempt, I
see.
Ask
okay, great. Oh, see, there you go. And that's why you didn't need to bother. Well played.
That's kind of a shame, so now I don't get to cancel anything.
Aww.
Alright, well, with second I play... I am prepared for the worst. So we search 9.
AKA the sarcophagus.
But obviously it does not have my weapons.
It's a chunky deck.
It's a chunk. I had 40-something cards.
Diana's got a lot of stuff, She's got a lot of stuff going on.
Okay, so I need to stay here so it doesn't engage you.
I can
right?
evade it.
And you can, yeah, I guess you can evade it if you want.
I mean, do I want to?
I'm not really doing anything useful, so I guess it's better for me to explore.
That's a good shout. We know that there's probably places that are going to be a little rough, but also you might draw... Oh, no. Oh, hey. Is this connected? It is. Oh, here, let me...
I have to go here.
Bye.
Well, You are investigating Sandswept. We've already been to this place.
Yeah, it's the same. Is it a bit weird that this is the same series of locations as in the last scenario? Like we're re-exploring the same place?
Yeah, they were on a budget.
Well, it's just, yeah, I mean, for sure. And no, Flower, great question. It does not have a prey instruction, so it will just simply hunt the closest. Ah. Alright, Sandswept Ruins.
Oh, we can do that once per game. We can remove strength from the abyss here.
Yeah, oh right, this is the double action. We did this last time, or we managed to do it, I think.
Okay.
If you 8 or more cards in your hand, you stare into the swirling sands, the abyss stares back, discard 3 at random to remove 1 strength from the abyss. Ooh, delicious.
Look at my skill set. I'm Jenny.
Say again, sorry?
Look at my what's it called? My attribute.
Hey.
I'm Jenny now.
I'm and it only took me a couple of cards to get there. But you can get better, whereas Jenny can't. No, she can. I'm just.
Well, I mean, Jenny just spends money to solve her problems.
I mean, fair point. Well, let's yeah, that's it. So in the enemy phase, or no, sorry, yes, that's right. Diana has moved on. The creature is gone for now, but is about to come back. In the enemy phase, it does not hunt. It is not ready. And then we upkeep. Oh.
Draw a weakness.
I not only did I draw a weakness, I drew my worst nightmare.
Oh god.
Which is a hunter. If we recall, this is the hunter. Obviously, the thing in the sarcophagus is Darrell's worst nightmare, which is that thing he tried to photograph all so many years ago, a creature from the Dreamlands that's made its way into the real world. I cannot attack, damage, or defeat my worst nightmare. I cannot. I can still evade it, and that is what we are going to do. And then we're gonna get the hell out of here.
Yeah, there's a lot of monsters there for you.
Yeah, I gotta go. I gotta move.
I gotta go.
Oh, sorry. And I'm gonna slap an evidence on my worst nightmare, I guess. Even though I don't think I'm gonna end up. Well, we'll see if I end up pulling it off. Oh, sorry. Yes, of course. Mythos. We go to 2 out of 6 Doom. The sands swirl, and something happens.
Okay, there's an eclipse.
Oh.
I sadly cannot be like, Eclipse, you will not fool me again.
I got you last time. Oh, but this time the moon's coming at it from the other side. You didn't know what to do.
Yeah, true. We're gonna commit some guts to this.
Nice.
We're rolling 5 to 3.
Jorik. Very nice.
Exactly what we need to do.
Ooh.
That means we draw a card.
Gutsy,
oh, yes.
The gutsy eclipse play. This is quite nice. Now, this is less good. This is Abyssal Reach. Test willpower X. X is the strength of the abyss. 5. If you fail by... Yeah.
That's not right.
Yeah, it's hard. Now, okay, I wasn't planning on playing cards. I don't really mind damage and horror right now. I'd rather not place a clue. It's the Doom is the worst one. Oh, what? Hey, did you draw a card?
No. How do I draw a card to you?
I don't know, but I'm gonna put it back in there.
Oh.
It just appeared. I don't know where it came from. I guess I'm going to.
I really wish I could. What's it called? Not counterspell, but the other one.
Ward of Protection.
I wish I could do that for you, buddy.
There is a version of Ward of Protection that does work at any location, but I don't know if you.
That's the one I have. I just don't.
But you just don't have it. You just don't have the magic for it right now.
I have them. They're in my 30-card deck somewhere.
Oh god. Oh, your normal size deck now. I'm gonna spend an evidence off of my Kodak to make this test willpower 3. So I'm taking it at 3 to 3. So at least I can't place a Doom on the agenda. So let's do that.
That's fine.
So that's okay.
That's the first time we've seen that. We've
Correct.
seen that damn tentacle 100,000 times.
Yeah,
With the -6 is the first time.
-6. Unbelievable. Okay, well, the reach... Darrell's worst nightmare, the creature under his bed, as it were, is obviously a creature from the Dreamlands as well, and spreading from it is the reach of this abyss. I failed by exactly 3. I mean, I failed by more than 3, but then it rounds up. So I failed by 3, which means I cannot play cards, which is fine.
You might, yeah. I think you're mainly trying. Oh, I kind of feel bad about leaving you there, man.
Well, it's definitely unfortunate, but thankfully I can shine this flashlight into their eyes to get away, which is pretty good.
It still works. Yeah, right.
This version it works, which I'm really happy about. So at least
okay, then I'm not too worried. Well, I mean, you do your turn first, so I can change my plans if things go awry.
Excellent. Okay, and I can't play cards, so I'm not even looking at the cards in my hand. Flower does make a good point. Are we sure that Darrell isn't just dreaming from having fallen asleep last scenario? We're gonna find out. My first action.
Wake up, you lazy bum.
Yeah, wake up, you lazy bum. I'm gonna attempt to evade my worst nightmare. It reduces the difficulty to 0, so I'm gonna test 3 to 0. That's a success, my friend.
Oh.
Perhaps unsurprisingly. Darrell is, much like Alan Wake, using the light to keep the creatures out of the darkness. I'm going to do it again with flashlight. It's a lot, but we got to... I want to make sure it happens, 3 to 0. Cultist, which is reveal another token. +1. Okay.
Well, it worked.
Well. All right.
Well.
And then I'm going to move, and I'm not going to explore just in case. I'm just going to move.
Just move.
Just here at the Sandswept Ruins, where we hope that Darrell can get back on his high horse and get some clues next turn.
He's always on his high horse.
That Darrell, always on his high horse. He's managed to escape from the Thing for now, but he doesn't know what the relationship is between this creature and the Dreamlands yet. Over to you.
I'm gonna do a prep turn. I can't believe it. First, it's Olive.
She's here.
Good old Olive.
She's at the ruins.
Done shopping.
She's done shopping again. Okay, good.
Then we brandish our first flaming sword. I got the 9 tokens when it loads in. It's hilarious.
Pop.
And for the last one, we're going to play the Voice of Ra. And then we're gonna exhaust Olive for the first one.
Okay.
That's 2 symbols.
Yeah.
And then we get 2 more, right?
Yep.
Okay. That's just it. It's just 2 symbols, just 5 gold.
Alright. Oh, just 5. That's still pretty good. I mean,
all of you go into the deck. Not just kidding.
I mean, look, Olive and Diana's prayer to the god of the sun has more than paid for the flaming sword she is now wielding.
I was like, I did a prayer here, but then Ra was like, he's decently happy, so it must be a related god. Maybe it's Amun. So he's like, I know I'm Amun Ra, but we're different people, So he's he gives me some money, but he's also still holding out a little bit.
He's like, I'd rather you knew your Egyptian deities a bit better.
Yeah, it's just because everyone's conflating us nowadays doesn't mean we're exactly the same person.
Gosh.
Right?
Sheesh. Let's do it. Enemy phase, there are no ready enemies, but in upkeep, the Thing in the sarcophagus and the worst nightmare ready. That's 8 health worth of enemies coming straight at us as we go to upkeep. Huh. It really does, Flower, and yet here we are. I don't see an awful lot of Norse mythology. I don't see an awful lot of Japanese mythology. Just a lot of Egyptian mythology. I don't know what that's about.
True. It's a bit sketchy, isn't it?
Mythos, we're back around. It's 3 out of 6 Doom. We just need 2 more clues, and then we can advance the act.
Should I do the same thing as I did last time and just explore?
We have to...
Well, first we have to...
Yes, but then I think yes, because that would actually be really good for me, yeah.
Dark Sacrifice. Put Dark Sacrifice into play if there's no area. Copy in your threat area. If there is, discard Dark Sacrifice and gain Surge instead. After Strength is added to Abyss, take 1 damage and 1 horror. And if this effect defeats an ally, asset, or investigator, that card is taken by the Abyss. After Strength is removed by the Abyss, discard that Sacrifice.
Okay. So the hope is that we can. The hope is that we can remove some strength from the Abyss, so that we can get rid of that and honestly just make our lives a little bit better. Meanwhile, oh no, that's not good. It's another Abyssal Reach for Darrell. I cannot afford to. Actually, I'm gonna throw. I think
I can help you out here.
Oh, thank you.
And I'm going to give you 1 question mark, but with a Defiance.
Oh, so defiant. I love that. Thank you.
No worries.
Which takes me up to 4 versus 5. It's a little heavy.
But also any effect of any modifier, any symbol is ignored.
Which we do love. So let's just go ahead and pull a good
Wow.
token. Okay, but I still appreciate it. And I wish you could have canceled something. That's okay. I take a damage and a horror as the reach of the creature back in the sands continues towards Darrell. Ooh.
Ooh.
Okay, and it's back around. I could try to get these clues first, but I don't have to. Honeychew? I forgot about my raid notification. Oh, God. Honeychew, thank you so much. Wonderful to have you with us. Welcome to Doomed. Absolutely chuffed to have you here. Were you playing Overwatch? What were you doing? I am joined today by special guest, Graspiloot.
Hello, it is me, Graspiloot.
Excellent. I'm really enjoying the...
in Arkham Horror.
Yeah, in Arkham Horror. Ooh. Overwatch and FF. Very nice. Sweet, Honeychew. You're the real deal. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, I forgot. My sounds play twice now.
Still playing.
God damn it. It's so weird. Streamlabs, I don't know what's wrong with... Anyway, I'll just figure out what the deal is. But don't worry, everybody. It's all good. Okay. You were thinking of exploring. Potentially.
Yes.
I was thinking, wouldn't it be nice to get rid of the strength from the Abyss? But that's not happening for a while until we draw more cards.
So we have to draw cards for that.
These clues would be good because then we'll know what our next objective is. But if you want to start, feel free. I'm just going to have to hope that I can get away from
I'll just make sure it's in your thing.
Thank you. Oh, we recognize this location too.
Oh god, I really shouldn't be here when that sarcophagus comes knocking.
When that sarcophagus comes knocking. That sounds hilarious.
That's how it works.
I think it is.
Actually, that's not a bad place to draw the sarcophagus here.
It does an extra 2 damage. It does an extra damage and it has extra fight, which kind of sucks. But I see what you're saying. If a monster enemy was defeated here, the Abyss stares back at you and you remove a strength from the Abyss.
Yeah, and in theory, if it's like, I need a specific card for that.
True. I'm looking at Your Worst Nightmare, which is also, weirdly enough, a monster. But it only will fall.
Is, yeah.
It will only attack me, so I would have to be there and whatever. I mean, I'm not saying that's like good or bad, but
like if it has to go, it will engage with me, right? If it has to go through me.
Yes, but it is. No, sorry. It's one of those weird things. Bearer only means like it only goes after me. If it ends up at the same location as you, it won't engage you automatically, which is weird. I feel like you can still attack it though. I might be wrong. That I'd have to look up. I'm gonna look up Prey Bearer.
Anyway, I think I'll explore once more.
Okay, yeah. See if we can get away further. Classic.
Nice. Well.
And we've seen a couple of those.
3 against. So what will happen here? You can play cards this round, which is okay. Is my 4 would be a problem.
There it is. Thank you, Flower. Yes, that's what I thought. It's unengaged, but it's not aloof, and it's not engaged with you. That's right.
Do I just Defiance and Olive McBride it?
Olive, I think, is... Unless you plan on taking another test this round, it feels like a good shout, right?
Yeah, I think I'll do that. I'll Olive it.
All right. I'll Olive it. Oh! Hello!
Wait, what's the other thing again? I forgot. That was something good. -4 if you succeed, and strength of it is 4 more.
So if you succeed.
Yeah.
But I don't... Yeah.
That's kind of, like, I just was looking if count as well.
No, because it'd be really nice if we could let that go, but then you wouldn't succeed, so it's not useful.
Ironically, I still fail. Because I'm rolling 3 to 5. But
4
I
to
placed
5.
one of my clues on my location, except I have no clues.
Aye, so in fact, nothing happens, which we're not mad at.
I cannot complain about this. And that was the last one. Then I think I should just, or you should come to me. Then I think.
Okay.
No, I don't really. Oh, the problem is I don't think I have the juice.
Hmm.
Oh, this is a tough one.
Yeah.
I'm sorry for taking a long time.
No. I'm trying to consider it myself. I have the ability to help with damage.
I think I'm just gonna draw a card.
Okay.
I need to hope. Okay, you can come to me.
Oh, ooh, that sounds exciting. No, I mean in a good way. I would love to get some clues, and if I get clues at your location, I can snag that evidence off of Dark Sacrifice. I would like to go to your location. Only if the difficulty of the test is 0. Okay, well that's probably not going to happen. I'm gonna leave these clues for now. I'm gonna move into the untouched vault as well. This is, of course, where we found the dead Brotherhood cultist, sacrificed Brotherhood cultist before. What does it do here? Remind me? Monsters get +2 fight, +1 damage, so they would do extra damage. That's okay. That's not the worst.
Yeah, the damage value is only for physical damage, right?
Yes, yeah, 1, yeah, exactly.
I might actually tank. I mean, this sounds crazy, but I might tank a hit.
Oh, wow, damn. I mean, you're not in a...
Because Olive is exhausted.
Because Olive is... Say again?
Exhausted.
Ah. Tuckered out.
She's all tuckered out.
She's all tuckered. I am going to try to get these clues. Although, unfortunately, just kind of a little slowly. Maybe I... No, because I would love to advance the act soon. So I'm going to try to investigate. I have 5 intellect. 6 by committing this flashlight. 6 to 4. Ugh. That sucks. Although... Hang on. Okay, this is going to be ridiculous, but just trust me here. I'm going to spend the flashlight charge and the evidence off Hawkeye. I know.
Okay, so we go to 0.
Exactly. So in fact, I'm not going to commit that. I don't need to. I'm going to then shed a light. We're shedding a light inside this temple to reveal even more hidden secrets. He's like, you know, doing the Indiana Jones thing, rearranging various pillars. The difficulty is 0. It automatically succeeds. 2 clues here, 1 clue at any location. Which I will...
That's very good.
Which I'm
so we're there, right? We can
quite
move
pleased
on
about. It also gives me this evidence back. Gives me this evidence. I'm obviously just trying to make sure I've got everything going. Okay. Yes.
We can move the act on, right?
Should we do that? Yeah. I mean, I have an action left. But yes, I think that's a good idea. Right?
I agree.
Hopefully it's not too... just hopefully it's nothing bad. I'm gonna spend 4 clues, and we're gonna
It's an
investigate.
act. Surely it's fine, right? Smile.
God. All right, what do we got?
It has been several weeks. Anyway, construct
Weeks?
the ancient. Construct of the ancient. Sorry. It has been several weeks since you set forth from Cairo, but to your dismay, you have found no sign of the otherworldly gate to which the Brotherhood supposedly retreated. Just as you are considering returning to Cairo to conduct more research, you are summoned into Winlock's tent, where the weary expedition leader is examining the map of Egypt with calloused hands. "Oh good, you're here," he says, fumbling through his pack for an old half-burnt tome, which he places on the table in front of you. "Thought you might want to see what we found in that crypt to the south." You turn over the book, sifting through its charred pages until you come to a map of the desert marked by Egyptian hieroglyphs. It is the same region depicted on the map in front of Winlock. "See that? Right here." He points to one of the hieroglyphs on the western side of the map. "It means door." With a hint of a smirk, he then points to the same spot on his larger map marking your destination. "That's what you're looking for?"
Hey.
Question mark. Shuffle the set-aside Eldritch Gate into the exploration deck.
Which we've already cleared of a few treacheries.
Yeah. Very lucky at drawing those treacheries.
Yeah.
Having sufficiently narrowed down the location of the gateway, you part ways with Nock and his team. You don't want them to done following where you're going.
Okay.
Draw the top card of the exploration deck. If it's a connected location, put it in its play. Move to it. Objective: at the end of the round, if each undefeated investigator is at the Eldritch Gate, and they spend the number of requisite number of clues, advance.
So we need
only 2 clues.
2 clues, but we only have 1 currently, and the other one is back at the Sandswept Ruins, which is a little annoying.
It's a
Flower, I feel like I'm gonna just change the lore a little bit here. Winlock may think he found the door to the south or whatever, but I think it was really Darrell and Diana's exploration and shedding lights inside the vault that brought out the tome, which was then deciphered in part by Winlock. I'm just gonna center us in the story a bit more.
Winlock is a British dude from the height of the colonial empire, that is taking credit of the hard work of everyone else. This is like completely in character.
I would agree with that. That is honestly fair. It's still me, isn't it? I'm gonna draw for my last action, which is, of course, the worst time to draw. Huh?
Exploration or regular draw?
Ooh! Great question. Whoops. If I explore... Oh, no, I can't explore from... Sorry. I can explore, but this is only connected to 2 locations, so I won't find... I will only find a treachery.
Get those out of the way, you know?
Hey.
I can help you here with bad tokens.
Wait a second. Yes, I did, Flower. Thank you. I mean... No, come on, that's insane.
I was just joking.
I'm not doing it. No. Sorry, I was thinking for a second, is that smart? But it's not. I'm going to draw a card from my deck. See, I'm glad I drew it. Perfect. Okay. We're happy. However, with the revelation of this gateway to the Dreamlands, maybe? It is now the enemy phase, which means hunters hunt. Darrell's worst nightmare creeps into the untouched vault. And the thing in the sarcophagus also, I mean, they're essentially one and the same creature, but perhaps they've separated in some way.
Yeah. I like that visual.
I am taking a damage and 2 horror. I don't know if you have anything about that or not, but that's what's happening to me. And you're taking 2 damage and 1 horror.
Do something about it, but I'm not sure I want to.
Oh, it's too bad.
Well. The thing is...
Okay, I'm ready.
Olive McBride is not ready. That means I can't force 4 things to appear.
Correct.
That is it.
Oh, okay. Right. Okay. That's what it is.
I think I'm at 0-0, so I'm gonna take it on the chin.
As did I. Darrell is now pretty hurt between a sandstorm
I
and
don't think
a
we could,
beast.
I guess like the one damage, I guess we could have avoided if you didn't come here, but yeah.
Well, it's just, yeah, I think you're right. I could have.
But that's still not a lot, right?
It's true. And if we defeat just one of these enemies, then one of us can spend an action to remove a strength from the abyss, which is probably pretty good.
Yeah.
However, in the meantime, we go to upkeep. See, that I'm also very happy to see. Thrilled, even. Actually thrilling.
If I had this one before, I wouldn't have needed all of it.
No, I don't need this. 4 out of 6 doom. Within the untouched vault, knowing which way they have to go, but now surrounded once again by monsters. Ooh.
Ooh, we haven't actually read the locations, but we
You're right. Well, we read the
untouched.
untouched.
Seen those, yeah. So
oh, because there's. Oh no, because there's no backside to them, because they're in the exploration deck. I forgot about that.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, so we draw.
Yeah. All right, Diana. Sandstorm. Look out.
All right, well, that's a 3 versus 3.
Oof. Yeah, well.
I mean, please draw symbols.
No symbols. Oh, God. The light turned on. Why did the light go so bright in here? There we go. My streamer light just like went to 100. God, my eyes.
My eyes.
All right, well it's too bad the sandstorm, I guess, breezes in here. Oof.
I mean, this one, I'm not gonna say don't pick the top option, but I do have a dark sacrifice lying.
No, it's fair. Discard the black wind. Draw the top card of the encounter deck. You get -1 to all skills for the remainder of this round. That's not ideal. But I do agree with you that I have to. I don't think we can afford to take the skulls up to 6s.
That too.
I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna lower all of my skills, and I'm gonna draw a swarm of locusts instead. That's okay. The sandstorm brought in some locusts, no big deal. They're just gonna sort of nom on him or whatever. I guess I'm testing at 2 to 3. Yeah, well, you know.
Symbol for 1, 2, once in this damn location.
It's never gonna happen.
You feel that way, doesn't it?
It really does sometimes. Okay, so that hurt. I'll be honest with you. But at least we're still alive.
Yay!
Hey. So my question is, can I? Well, you're planning on fighting, I know. I could try to evade my worst nightmare, and then I could move, or I could try to contribute to the fight.
I can try to kill your worst nightmare.
Yeah, I mean, I leave it to you as to what you want to do, because I know you're Diana's the expert of monster killing.
Yeah, I can do that, I think.
Real nice.
I think I'm gonna all of it this one. I have 2 things. I have another card now I can deal with this issue.
This issue. Okay. So you're attacking your worst nightmare? Is that what's happening?
Yes, with the Brand of Cthulhu.
Fight. Yeah. Oof, +2. Very nice.
I'm gonna all of it, but I think I'm also going to so +2, so it's 5 against. But then it has 4. That's with the problem.
Oh God, you're right. Ooh, I can give you +1.
I think I'll Defiance it as well then.
Okay. Okay, I'll still give you the +1 because I'm happy to take the resourceful.
All right, so it's 5/7 against 4, and it's Olive. So
oh yes, 4. Of course it is Olive. So you get to choose which things.
Pick these 2 then.
Oh.
And ignore. Right, because I ignored them, right?
Oh God, of course, yeah. Delicious.
Finally.
Because I ignore them. Unbelievable, Diana.
I just yep, and now we ignored them. So take that resource, and now we have a disgusting amount of money again.
I presume Darrell like maybe shines the light, whips the light around to reveal the twisted creature in the shadows, which just looks, you know, to Diana maybe like more of the thing in the sarcophagus. But she blows it away with a fiery, flaming sword hit.
Oh yeah.
Thanks, Diana.
And she like he sweeps his flashlight around, or his torch around, and he sees that she like completely loaded with all the ancient Egyptian treasures. Apparently.
These are going straight to the museum, Darrell. Yeah. Don't worry about it.
Like John works for the museum, you know.
I love it.
All right. I think I need to trigger a attack of opportunity.
You're crazy, Diana.
But that is also a bit dangerous if that doesn't work.
True. Well, if you need to, there is an action on the untouched vault. You can stare into the creature's dead eyes to remove a strength from the abyss.
Oh, I could do that, right?
I mean,
I think I'll.
You can, if you want to.
I'll trigger the.
It's a whole ass action.
Abyss, and then I play Hypnotic Gaze.
Ooh.
And then I'll play a Dark Prophecy when I draw.
Oh my god, there's so much happening here. What's happening? This is insane.
I trigger the attack of opportunity by.
Blah.
So she's like pretending like she's like doing this. What the hell is this? Like what's
staring into the nightmare's eyes.
Yeah, and the thing in the sarcophagus takes it as her being distracted, but like she then stares back at the thing in the sarcophagus apparently, and like she had already prophesized that this was going to happen, so she draws 5 chaos tokens.
It's her head whips around 180 degrees, right? Like it's The Exorcist.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, I think we draw it
there. I think we do too.
So we do 2 damage to it, but we actually do 4 damage to it.
Hey, fast. Okay, so you would resolve an if on a symbol, and you're resolving it twice. So you're dealing
4 damage.
4, because it has +1 damage. Okay, so it takes 4 damage in 1 hit. And all it cost you was your prophecy, your Eldritch Inspiration. I mean, now that feels good. That feels very good.
It was my full combo, and I sadly can't commit any of them to my
thing. You've used your thing this phase, it's true.
But it still feels pretty good that I got to use it, especially last turn I was sitting on that combo for half an hour, and I couldn't do it, or for half the game.
Half the game.
And then because like they were like, oh no, I do horror damage. Like,
damn it, horror damage, my one weakness.
Well, so I also have stared then into the eyes, and I stare back at the other creature apparently because now I finished that action.
Yeah.
Remove 1 strength from the abyss.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, which also means I get rid of the dark sacrifice. Did you never put like a thing on this?
I took the evidence off of it.
Oh, that was.
I must have taken it off before.
And then with the last action, I'm gonna. Does that retaliate?
It does not have retaliate.
So I think now currently it's 6 to 4 or 5 it would be. I think.
Yeah, 6 to 5. I think. Yeah, because it has 3 fight. Well, +2.
Yeah. I think I'll just have to try it once.
Yeah. Can I? No, I can't. Oh, actually, I can reduce the difficulty of this test to 3.
I wouldn't complain.
I feel like that's no bad thing. There you go. 6 to 3. Darrell.
6.
Help.
Darrell, help!
Yes, Darrell!
Thanks, Darrell! She shone a light into its eyes, and I took one more charge of this damn thing, and it's just dead.
Absolutely brilliant.
We took them all to the special monster hunting vault where monsters are super strong, and we just destroyed them.
It's the flaming sword, really, that did it. Luke, hi, welcome to Doomed. Wonderful to have you with us. I'm joined today by special guest, Graspiloot.
Yes, hello. That was a very fun turn.
I agree. I just wanted to say hello, Luke, and I am glad you're only figuratively dead. I can't remember what events you're up to right now, but I'm hoping that it's all exciting stuff. Hey, thanks, Diana. That was absolutely killing. Oh my god. Thanks, Bjorn, for the follow. We are Bjorn. I'm sorry.
Interns. Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah,
you selected.
I did. Hey, Diana, we lured in 2 monsters, and you absolutely crushed them with some spell power. And, like you said, we removed some strength from the abyss, which we love.
So, to make it clear, we only do unpaid internships here, and in fact, you have to pay €5 for a sub for doing that.
Yes, you do. But you get the song twice. Sorry, is that what you were saying?
Yeah. I mean, that's the reward, right?
You get my silly emotes as well.
No, I meant to say, because you said like joining the interns, because that's what it said on your screen. That
oh yes.
So, and because you picked somehow the doctor characters.
I used to change them every time I was doing a different stream under a different character, but I can't be bothered anymore. Just it's not that much work. I'm just not doing it.
That was I was making a joke that I wasn't trying to imply that it was not worth subbing. I've been doing it for 4 years. So.
Yes, which I appreciate very much as well. Hey, okay, I'm reading Luke's thing here. Weekend long. Whoa, ska punk event. Okay. Seen someone you hadn't seen in 9 years. 2 nights in a row. Met someone you've known online for 20 years. That's right. You told me about this. You were coming to America to see this person, I believe. Coming to America. And friend stayed at the festival and was already in bed when you got in. Woof. That is a lot. I mean, you must be zonked, Luke. Feel free to let our soothing voices put you to sleep. Darrell's got, I think, a very, very safe, very easy turn. Not easy, just
he's chilling now.
He's chill. Well, the what was the card that I drew before? The Black Wind. The Black Wind has made him weakened. He's sapped his stats.
The Black Wind. Oh yeah, I thought it was the other one that made him poor. Apparently it was the grasshoppers.
It was the locusts. Yeah, it's all pretty bad news. But I'm gonna play out this old key ring. These are, of course, metaphorical keys this time. These are keys using the map. They're sort of the hieroglyphs and the symbols. Sweating profusely and breathing heavily after his encounter with the beasts, Darrell's then going to move out to the sand-swept ruins. And, why the hell not? Let's investigate these ruins.
Wouldn't it be better to explore and pick up a clue along the way?
Say again?
Genuine. Wouldn't it be better to explore and pick up a clue along the way? Genuine question.
Yes. If I clear this location, I get an evidence for my Hawkeye folding camera.
Oh, that is true. Okay,
which I feel like maybe that's a bit something, but I'm gonna try.
No. I mean, that will give you an extra book.
We do like books here. Yeah, exactly. Okay, so the key ring lowers the shroud to 1. I'm gonna also commit a flashlight, which takes me up to 5 to 1. Son of an absolute monster.
I've seen that one a lot now today.
What the heck, man? Where have you been the whole other time? Okay, I don't lose a key, but I do essentially waste an action. Darrell is sad. But he's using the hieroglyphs to try to interpret the map leading south out of the ruins towards this mysterious gateway. So cool, Luke. Very, very cool. Yeah, enemy phase. No enemies. Thanks, Diana. And we can go straight to upkeep. Yeah, I mean, actually, this is pretty good. I feel like this is going to be very useful. Actually, this is going to be really good. Okay. We're going somewhere. 5 out of 6 doom. Ooh, it's getting spooky now. We got to see if we can make our way to this Eldritch Gate as quick as we can.
Test 3 phases. For each point you fill, choose and discard 1 card from your hand. For each card you cannot discard, take 1 horror.
Terror under the pyramids. I mean, I don't think Diana's particularly scared of the terror under the pyramids anymore, right? Like, having just defeated a bunch of them.
It's like, yeah, I've had worse.
Yeah, basically, right? Oh!
Exactly.
Oh!
No sweat.
It's crazy to think, Luke, isn't it? How much we can kind of do when we're excited about something. I don't know. I think about a day where I just like do a little bit of work and it's really hot and whatever. Like my energy gets sapped really fast. Oh, thank you, Flower. 1, 2, 3, 4. Take my stats back. Swarm of locusts.
Oh
Test
my god.
agility 3 again. And I might have to take a damage. Oof. Wish I had more evidence to spend. But I don't. So,
But I don't.
and I really don't want to commit that icon. So I'm just gonna...
Wish you're in the same place as me now.
Yeah. Well, hopefully not die. Like, I'm kind of damaged out. It's pretty rough, but... Why not both, Flower? I'm gonna test 3 to 3. Well, shit.
I suppose.
I'm gonna go right ahead and place an evidence on my Hawkeye folding camera. Whoop, yeah.
Oh, I guess that works.
Well, excellent, Darrell. I feel like the locusts, he now understands, are trying to swarm and get back to Cairo so he can avoid them in a way that's lots of cuties around. Aw, I love that. Okay, we're back around. We have 1 round until the agenda advances, but we only need 2 clues if we're at the Eldritch Gate.
All right. Should I explore then for a bit?
If you're down, I would recommend coming probably to the Sandswept Ruins to explore. Just because the vault's not connected to anything. What is this connected to? The teardrop. The teardrop is the only.
That's the only one. Maybe I should just draw cards then. That feels a bit bad, no?
Well, there's only, like, the teardrop is one of these 6 cards, as we know. There's maybe 2 or 3 treacheries left. I can't remember now. Maybe just 2.
I guess I can try one, and then if that.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Well, I guess I should have known.
I have a lot of money.
There you go. Oh yeah. You don't care about this. Oh, we care about that. Actually, we don't really. I don't think.
I kind of want to cancel it just to trigger it. I'm gonna cancel. It only saves me 1 money, but like the more important thing is that it gives me a face.
Unbelievable! I love it. You're just like, nope, no locusts for me. Thank you.
No, thank you. Goodbye.
Poof.
And they're gone.
Very good. I love it, Diana.
Yeah, and that means that they trigger this. And I shouldn't forget because I think I did forget it last turn again.
Mm-hmm.
So I get a resource, draw a card. Is this one a different color? Right, I think. I think drawing feels bad, so I'm gonna just explore.
Move, explore, explore.
And the last.
Son of a gun.
The last treachery. How is it even possible?
I mean, Diana's just attracting this sort of thing.
Whoa, are you victim blaming?
This time, though, it's Terror Under the Pyramids, which, again, we're not that mad at, I don't think.
Yeah. So now we're rolling 5, 2, 3.
Mm-hmm. Ooh. The strength of the Abyss is only 4 now. Luke, I feel that. I am expecting a good crash.
I'd still be discarding 3 cards.
Just 2, I think. Because you would... Yeah, I think you'd fail by 2 here. Oh, and it's choose and discard a card from your hand, so that's up to you. Oh, I see. Sorry, you're thinking about doing something else. I understand.
Whether or not I'm going to do this again. But I don't think so. I read the signs. It's fine. Goodbye. And goodbye.
All right. Bye.
Bye. Olive, you're already there. I don't need you twice.
Oh, yeah. No, I don't need your clone or your sister or whatever. Whoever that is.
Who are you, fake Olive?
Yeah, who are you, fake Olive? I am also, I think, going to start with an explode.
Do you mind if you can keep playing it, Tim? I'm quickly go to the bathroom if that's okay.
Say again?
Would you be offended if I quickly go to the bathroom?
Oh, no, not at all. Do you mind if I keep playing?
Yeah, no, that's what I said. Like, feel free to keep playing.
Oh, thank you. Yes. Sorry, I must have missed that.
Sorry. I would be a terrible streamer.
No, me too. I am a terrible streamer, as you're well aware. Be back in a sec. That's fine by me. Darrell, however, is still looking for what he needs. I think I'm going to... If I start by exploring and I end up somewhere with no clues, that's going to be terrible. So I think I'm going to start by trying to get this clue. Old key ring makes it a 1 shroud location. So I'm going to go ahead and take that test at 6-1. Fantastic. We clear it, which means we get an evidence on our camera, which we're very happy about. Oh, thanks, Flower. I appreciate that. No, just that I'm always taking breaks to use the washroom. I think we'll probably go until we get to the end of Act 2, or maybe the beginning of Agenda 1. It's almost that time for me, speaking of that. But this scenario has been going a lot faster, so there's at least that as well. Darrell's managed to pick up the trail that he needs after Diana's been essentially confronting power after power from the desert. I'm going to explore. That location is not connected. Where is that connected to? The star is connected to, so that's connected to 4 places. That's connected to a couple more places. Oh, but one of them's not in this scenario. This one, I see the teardrop, the orange, the moon. Where is this connected to? Oh, the orange and the moon. Interesting. Anyway, I'm going to keep exploring. Eldritch Gate. That's exactly what we needed. Which moves me. I said it was going to be south, so I'm going to make it... No, I'll make it over here.
Hello. Oh, you found it?
Yes, I got the last clue and then I explored. The colossal archway looms before you, appearing like something out of fiction. It doesn't take an archaeologist to realize it isn't Egyptian in origin. If this gateway truly leads somewhere else, there must be a way to activate it. 4 shroud, 2 clues.
Dun dun dun.
Dun dun dun. The objective is at the end of the round. If we're all here and we spend 2 clues, we advance. So we will not be able to advance this turn, which means I think I'm just going to get to work on this location, trying to clear it of... Like, I feel like having clues is probably no bad thing. So
I tend to agree.
I am going to investigate. I'm going to spend an evidence off of Hawkeye and a key to bring it down to Shroud 0.
Oh.
Yeah.
That makes sense. You have enough sanity.
6-0, which is a success. So we spend the key. We clear the location, so we'll get the evidence back on Hawkeye, and we'll take both clues. The key fits, as it were. The gate begins to crack open with light pouring through. Darrell, however, will not progress further until he is side by side with Diana. Is the hope.
That's the hope.
That's the hope, but that is, of course, the end of the investigation phase. So we go enemy phase, no enemies, so we can go straight to upkeep. Luke, I think that's so cool. Who made this 99 30-second songs album, do you think? Like, who put it together? Crazy Town. It's so cool. Okay, Mythos phase. We go to 6 out of 6 Doom, which means it is time to advance the agenda.
Everyone who's not at the gate dies.
Yeah, I mean... The Brotherhood's revenge. Having found the perfect moment to strike, the remaining members of the Brotherhood ambush you in the night. For Nefrenka! For Jara! They cry out in exultation as they surround your camp. Their eyes are burning red with unnatural power, their muscles bulging, their veins pulsing with bizarre fluid. Ugh. Nothing you say deters their attack, and you wonder if there's any humanity left in their mind at all. Ruh-roh. In player order, each investigator takes a random Brotherhood enemy from under the scenario reference card and spawns it engaged with them until either each of the enemies has been spawned or each investigator has spawned an enemy this way. So we're each gonna spawn one of them at random.
Okay, all of you, both just one. I was like,
Yeah, I know. I was also like, spawn each one at this very day. And then spawn each enemy still remaining at empty locations farthest from the expedition camp. But they have to be empty locations. So we're gonna take one each, and then the others are gonna be spawned at empty places away from the camp. Shuffle the encounter discard pile into the encounter deck. Add 1 strength to the abyss. Bleh. All right. What do we got, Diana?
Okay, I'm drawing one. Old lady is what I'm. It's really, that's the best. That really, it feels a little insulting, doesn't it?
Well, she's the one who's just here, you know. She's just chilling.
I need to discard 4 cards, though. I don't have that.
4 willpower icons. Which, I don't know if that's different or not for you. I am going to draw one myself. Oh, it went into my hand for some reason. Yeah, Fareed, the shopkeep. Parlay, test intellect 7. You may spend up to 5 resources to reduce the difficulty by 1. If you succeed, add free to the victory display. If you fail, he attacks you. Now, I will say...
each resource spent this way, eh? I think we can do each. Do you have a way to deal with mine? I can deal with yours.
Probably. I'm wondering if there's going to be something that says we can't parlay with them, though, just because... Oh, and then I have to spawn these guys. That's an empty location, and that's an empty location. And in fact, I'm just going to flip them.
Yeah, I mean, put that one there, right? Then.
Yeah, it said farthest from the expedition camp.
Yeah,
oh, yes, that's farthest, yeah. And then, in fact, actually, then, if you don't mind, I'm going to do that. Because I think Nasser's scarier.
Yeah.
Okay. I will now read Agenda 2A. Schemes in the Dark Beyond. Yeah, this is what I was worried about. This sinister plot threatens not only our world, but another. You have only one chance to stop them from achieving their goal. Now is the time for action. Investigators cannot parley with Brotherhood enemies. They cannot be flipped over. Forced. After the 4th Doom, or 8th Doom, is placed on this agenda, add 1 strength to the abyss.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's getting stronger all the time. Which is pretty rough.
I wish I drew my weapon.
Yeah, that would be good.
And it's also the annoying thing is normally, you know, we always say, you know, the cards that you really want, make sure you have 2 of those. But it's my signature thing, so it's like I can't, even if I want.
It is what it is. Like that's the tough part.
And I have 2 prepared for the worst cards, and they don't do anything because I never find my weapon.
Well, that's the other problem too, right? Like, yeah, search 9. Okay, fine, but but I have 40 cards in my deck or whatever, right? Like, it's just sometimes it's gonna work and sometimes it isn't.
All right. I kind of want you to start the encounters first, but it's.
We also have to.
Possible?
What?
Do we have to do anything else?
Draw encounter cards as well.
Yeah, that's what I said. Is it possible for you to start with that?
I think so. I'm trying to remember. Each investigator draws a card. I can't remember if... I think you're allowed to choose the order each round. I feel like. Yeah, I'm going to do it. Yes, sounds good. Here it comes. Son of a bitch. It's Abyssal Reach.
No. You are not doing that.
Fine. Ah! Bleh! Oh, thank you. No Abyssal Reach for you.
From the apparently days walking away because we've been doing this for weeks.
Yeah, you just scream into the void. Yeah, incredible.
No, go away. I can take a horror.
Yes, yeah. I was about to say.
This is just because that's just the revelation effect, right? That's.
Yeah, the revelation was test, so I don't have to test, which is great. Thank you.
No worries. We put that horror on. We put that nonsense on Olive.
Olive needs to pull her weight around here. Ooh.
That is not a good idea. I could also just add it in this, but just accept that if we draw a skull, then.
Yeah, that they're essentially just big auto fails. It's true.
It's like -1. I have to deal with Layla.
Yeah.
Layla's not that strong, at least.
No.
But still, she has 4 fight. That's not that little either. But wait, also, wait, I don't forget to... Yes, I remember. Ooh, this is a... No, we didn't resolve anything. Okay.
That's the one flower. Thank you. I forgot about that.
I'm going to do this. I'm going to pick the top card. I'm going to... Blackwind.
Ooh.
You have fooled me once and never again.
You'll never blow this way again. Fool me once.
Get out of here.
Okay, so you would be discarding it because you'll be resolving your effects, but instead you don't discard it. You just put it into play. Okay, cool.
Yeah, I am. So put it into...
Are you... sorry, it's sitting in your... It's attached.
It doesn't mean to put it into play. It doesn't mean that you can trigger your thing on it now.
Yeah, because it's in your play area. Yeah, why not?
You could put it there. Well, I guess you... Wait, actually, you would...
Oh, yeah.
That's you would have triggered it for one of these.
That's true. I drew him first. You're right.
Oh, no, that makes sense, I think. Yeah. So that's... I guess I'll start fighting this so that you can spend the clues once we're there.
Yeah. Okay. Let's do it.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Well, I have a way of fighting, so at least there's that.
Okay, so currently I'm set with the Brand of Cthulhu. I'm 7 to 4.
Make sure you make it over to the Eldritch Gate at the end of your turn. That's the most important thing.
Yeah, so I'm just going to exhaust all of you.
Okay.
For that.
Whoa, hello.
I'm 7 to 4. I said, right?
Yes, you did.
So that one would like cause me to reveal another token.
Mm-hmm. So it's a gamble, to be sure.
To be sure. So yeah, I think I'll do that for now. These two.
Okay. Yep. Because sometimes you get something like that.
Hell yeah! So 3 damage on.
Phew.
On her.
Okay.
And I guess we go again.
Fight, fight, fight.
7 to 4.
Oh, very nice.
She is dead. Game over.
She has been skewered, I guess. So something's happened to these Brotherhood cultists. They've all drunk some sort of strange Kool-Aid, so to speak. They've been powered up. The Brotherhood of the Beast, whatever this beast is, this creature that feeds on dreams, is here and is ready to fight. Which is a little scary.
A little spooky.
A little spooky.
A little spooky.
Well, welcome, Diana.
Hello.
Really glad that you made it and survived and defeated Dr. Layla, who had lost her mind.
Yeah, also, by the way, like this thing, it like resets every phase, right? So I could trigger it on you again.
Yeah, yes, the investigation. When did you use it last? In the mythos phase, right?
Yeah, to complete your thing.
That's right. So yeah, you could use it again in this phase if you end up doing so.
Oh, I couldn't put it on. Oh, but I couldn't. If I would do it now, would I replace something that's under here?
No, because it says if there are fewer than 5. So you can't. You have to find a way of getting rid of a card from under her, which I think is just the blade.
Yeah, or the.
Or her weakness, of course. Yeah.
Yeah. Not the weakness, the Elder Sign, yeah. Oh, and the weakness as well. Yeah, true.
That's the other way. Luke, I think that's absolutely hilarious. There's the man they've left guarding the actual Eldritch Gate, or maybe just the man who made it here first, is a merchant, but perhaps a very able fighter. I am going to... Darrell, however, has a plan. He's getting ready. He's going to try to fight this guy and attempt to, I guess, tip him maybe through the gate? Close the gate on him? I don't know. Try to decapitate him or something? I don't know. I'm fighting at 8. 8 to 3. And I'll commit resourceful just because I want a card back. I think it would, Flower, because it says you can't parley. Yeah. That's how I read it.
Brotherhood enemies, right? So.
Oh, yes, you could parley with something that isn't a Brotherhood enemy, I guess. I'm going in for the big I've got a plan play. Boom! And I'm gonna grab a card, which will be this one. Yeah, I think this is maybe Darrell, like, I'm trying to think of how this would work exactly, but I feel like Darrell is waiting for Farid to rush him with a dagger, sidesteps and neatly trips him, and watches him fall partially into the gate, but partially onto a carefully placed stone where he cracks his skull open. Oof.
Ooh, geez, that's gruesome.
It's interesting.
Here it says you cannot parlay with Brotherhood enemies.
Right.
So if it's not a parlay with a specific enemy, then I think it's fine.
Except that the card says parley. And like you have to target an enemy,
parlay
right?
with Brotherhood enemies, right? I think this is specifically meant to say that you cannot do these. I'd say the goal of this agenda is to make it that you can't do the things on the cards.
I tend to agree with that. I'm gonna
take... like if you persuasion you don't parlay with anyone, then that should still be fine. I don't have any parlay cards, so I don't have any.
No, that's it, right?
Yeah, any skin in the game, but...
as it were. I'm gonna take a resource and then play True Survivor. Is what's happening.
Yeah. So if it's okay, so what you couldn't use a Brotherhood enemy on it, like for that parlay to choose a non-weakness humanoid, you couldn't choose the Brotherhood enemy then.
I'm actually gonna grab this. Right. Yeah. That's it, right? Because you can't choose the Brotherhood enemy. That's my thought.
Is fair game. I'm kind of running out of things to hit with.
Well, lucky for us, we're actually just about to. I mean, I'm probably going to call the stream after we advance here, just because for timing. Although we'll see if it's might be a very short act. But we've made it to the gate. We've destroyed some of our pursuers. In the enemy phase, hunters hunt. Oh, they're not hunters. Oh. I was all ready for them to start pursuing us. Huh.
It doesn't say anything about it, right, does it?
No, you're right. I think they're just supposed to, like, they spawn around so that you have to kind of go through them or whatever. But nope, so they don't hunt. In other words, we've managed to successfully leave them behind. We do go to upkeep, and then we will spend our 2 clues to advance the act, because it'll be the end of the round.
Wait, didn't you use your thing in the turn? Or is it the end of the round?
It's the end of the round.
Okay.
Which is a little annoying. Yeah, I would have done it sooner if I could have.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I just I didn't realize that.
It's all good. It is now the end of the round. If you've done your upkeep, that is. But I think you have.
I have.
Okay. Which means we flip over to Act 2B, Delve into Dreams.
If Ancient Ancastle is fine.
Damn it. It's not.
Why haven't you drawn better?
I don't know. I'm trying. What do we got?
Alright, so Delve into Dreams. Reality slips away as you cross the threshold of the gate. The sandy dunes fold into the foundation of the earth. The firmament splits and the colors of the world bleed into the archway.
Sick.
When next you open your eyes, you are in a place between worlds. At the opposite end of the corridor, a figure emerges from the doorway beyond, faceless and wielding a carved blade that pulses with dark power.
Yikes.
You shall be my next sacrifice. His voice seethes. What an edgelord.
Totally.
Put the set aside a dream betwixt location into play. Revealed location side face up. Move each investigator there and remove all other locations from the game. Spawn the set aside Jara enemy in a dream betwixt enemy side face up. Shuffle each set aside copy of Dreaded Shantak into the encounter deck along with the encounter discard pile.
Ugh. Each copy? Okay. And then it says, as you mentioned, if Ancient Ankh is in play, which it is not, tragically.
We have to remove all the other locations.
Yeah, and I'll move us. It does mean all the other Brotherhood enemies go away, which is nice.
Did they not go into the encounter discard pile?
Great question. In fact, they weren't. Yeah, they would be Yeah, what happens when a location leaves play? That's my question. No. I feel like it discards all the treacheries attached to it, so it probably discards the enemies, and they're not defeated, so they wouldn't go in the victory display. Oh, God. Oh, good lord. Okay, what is this? What's Act 3A?
Right, well, the Knight's Usurper.
Oh, these
Jara.
are backs. So.
Oh, yeah, that's awkward. I guess they're not.
Yeah, they shouldn't go in the encounter deck if they don't have encounter backs, says me.
That's a good... I agree. Jara is gathering his strength, slaying each and every dreamer who crosses between this realm and the abyss beyond. When the last soul is his, who will be left to prevent this conquest?
Yikes.
Objective: we have to find a way to stop him. If Jara is exhausted, an investigator at this location may choose to advance. So if you put now the Ancient Ankh into play, does it still trigger this thing?
No, I think that's only when you advance, which is too bad. I didn't realize that's... Oh well. I don't have it, so I like... It wouldn't matter, but... Okay, so we have to find a way to stop him.
+10 health? Oh my god.
Right, so, yes, Jara is a 4/5/4, but with +10 health, so he's a 4/5/15, cannot be defeated by damage, but can be damaged. Hunter with Retaliate, although we're only at one location. Parley, test Willpower or Intellect X. X is the Strength of the Abyss, which I believe is 6 right now. Yeah. If you succeed, flip him over, resolve the text on the other side. If you fail, he attacks you. A Dream Betwixt also, it has a forced effect about the Strength of the Abyss being set to 1, but it also says after you successfully investigate it, flip it over and resolve the text on its other side, which might be very valuable. We don't know what that is.
Ooh. It's pretty exciting.
I think so. A little terrifying, this guy is here.
I think I just engage him, right?
If you're okay to take him there, we can... if you're okay to tank it, I could... I mean, I'm going to try to help, like, maybe evade him so that we can at least see what the effect is on the act.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea.
Because, yeah, the parley with him flips him over. Investigating the location flips the location over. And the act says... If he is exhausted, we may choose to advance. Limit once per phase. I assume it's going to be like deal a certain amount of damage to him and then something.
I don't have a good way to evade him. I don't have a good way to evade him. Do you think you can?
I mean, I can reduce the difficulty of the test. That's not a great way of evading someone, but you know. It's
but you could also evade it on my yeah. We both have 3 feet. So.
Maybe I just start by trying to like parley. Well, we have to draw encounter cards first and foremost.
God, that's true.
Let's see what's here. So of course, Diana and Darrell have found themselves between worlds here in the Dream Betwixt.
Okay, slumber.
Okay.
Put slumber in your threat area. If there's no copy in your threat area, discard slumber and gain surge instead. When your turn begins test 2 faces. If you fail, lose 1 action. After strength removed from the abyss, discard slumber. Oh, they're not the worst.
Hi, Bjorn. Great question. The short answer is no. You have to be engaged with an enemy that you're trying to evade, unless you have a card that says evade an enemy at your location.
Yeah, or
which is massive. A different thing. Yes, exactly. That's the other option. Okay, so Diana here in the abyss is beginning to fall into slumber. Son of a gun. Well, there is an abyssal revenant here as well. That's bad. When he attacks during the enemy phase, instead of his standard damage, it deals X damage. X is the strength of the Abyss. Huge.
You can put that on me if you think you are the one who can do things. So
I drew him though.
Oh, but does it not? But yeah, it just spawns here, right? So you don't have to engage it.
Oh, that's actually, yeah, that's an interesting point, actually, isn't it? Huh. All right, great. I mean, I don't mind. I would probably try to help with that.
Oh, okay, yes.
No. I just don't. I don't want you to feel like, well, time for Diana to die.
Well, I mean, it's not looking great, but I don't think it would look better if you're the one to die.
No, it's true. I mean, look, my plan is to see what lies on the other side of this dream betwixt, then maybe what lies on the other side of Jara, and see what we're actually trying to do here.
Lies on the other side of Jara.
or I mean, yeah, or if you start, we can try to evade him.
I cannot really realistically evade him, I think.
I'm
okay for the Abyssal Revenant. I'm okay for one turn. I think you should start. You do your thing.
Okay.
I'll see where I get.
Let's do it. We're going to see what... Perhaps we'll start by seeing what lies on the other side of the Dream Betwixt. After you successfully investigate a Dream Betwixt, flip it over and resolve its text on the other side. I'm going to... Oh, actually, first and foremost, I'm going to put some evidence on Jara. Why not? Let's do it. I am going to investigate. Yeah. Sounds like a plan. I'm at 6 to 4. 2 difficulty less with keyring.
Why not? Right?
6 to 2. Yeah, seems good.
And that removes strength from the abyss. Let's go.
If you succeed. Oh, that is actually incredible. I'm very, very happy about that. Okay. The key unlocks the correct door. If you succeed, remove a key ring.
What kind of key rings are you carrying around?
Well, it was a map, right? I mean, basically, I don't know. But the point is, the strength of the abyss starts to peel away.
Found this in the bazaar.
The gateway beyond this corridor leads to a place beyond the physical world. A place where dreams and reality converge. You steady your thoughts and stare into the abyss. The abyss embraces you. Put each of the remaining set-aside locations into play. Revealed location side face up. The Great Abyss. Tunnels under Ranek. Stairway to Sarkomand and Mistfill's Caverns. The investigator resolving this text disengages from each engaged enemy, whoops, and moves to the Great Abyss. See ya.
I mean, oh well.
Well, I'll see you later, buddy. Wait, flip this card back over. It cannot be flipped over again.
You wouldn't have been able to do this if you were engaged with these guys, so...
I would agree with that. I mean, that is pretty ridiculous, though. Okay, so what do we got here? Let's see. The Great Abyss. He had indeed reached the yawning gulf whose crusted and moldy stone steps led down to the crypts of nightmare. 5 shroud, 2 clues, and there's another reaction here after you discover the last remaining clue. Flip it over. I bet there's some sort of mini puzzle. I have to go around and get all the clues. Do they all say the same thing? Oh no, the tunnels have a test on them. The stairway also has a test on it. And the Mistfilled Caverns have a test on it.
Great.
Yeah. Yes. It is great, isn't it?
It is great. It's great.
I'm gonna, where am I gonna go? Oh! You're gonna love this, Graspiloot. I'm gonna go to the tunnels.
That sounds likely.
Oh, actually, hang on. Are you gonna love this? Yeah. I think you're gonna like this. I'm going to... Actually, why... What do you think we need clues for? There are clues here for a reason, right? Yeah, there must be.
Surely do the thing first, right? Like the thing that's on the
Yeah, but
that's why you went there, because
it probably spend clue. Oh, no, you're right though. You're right. I'm going to do the action first. I'm going to search for signs of life. Because the thing is, I can grab... Oh, it's true, of course. I can grab a bunch at once, but I can do that after as well. Test Intellect 2 to search for signs of life within these jagged tunnels. I'm at 6.
Granek is very difficult and barren and sinister, and there are rumors of caves near the peak wherein dwell the night gaunts.
I'm going to go ahead and I'm sorry, not investigate. I'm going to search the tunnels under Granek and succeed. Pull that back.
Hey, well, you searched the night gaunt filled tunnels. Let's see.
Wish me luck. The Prisoners of Conquest. As you explore the volcanic tunnels, thank you, Moobot, you find the brutalized corpses of dozens of winged creatures, some black and faceless with membranous wings and dark horns, others huge and scaly with bat-like wings and heads like horses. Continuing deeper down the tunnels, you come across more of the faceless creatures restrained by thick iron chains. Prisoners of Shara, you imagine. They make no sound as you approach, their uncanny heads turning towards you. Good lord. Okay, you must decide. Choose one. Test Agility 4 to free the creatures. If you succeed, one of them hands you 3 black whistles before they fly off toward their master. Take control of the set-aside Summoned Night Gaunt asset. That sounds so badass. Or test Combat 4 to slay the creatures if you succeed. Remember that you executed the Night Gaunts. Regardless of your choice, whether you succeed or fail, flip this card back over. Well,
you think you have the feet to do it?
I don't know if I do, but I really, really, really want to try. Like, I gotta tell you, I
hope you succeed.
I mean, I would love to succeed. I'm gonna reduce the difficulty by 2. So I'm at 3 to 2. I'm gonna commit Eureka, and I'm gonna. This is Crazy Town, but I'm gonna commit Shed a Light. To go to 6, sorry, to go to 5 to 2. And I'm gonna, well, no, hang on. I'm gonna spend an evidence, sorry, I'm gonna take those back. I'm gonna spend an evidence off of Hawkeye to bring the difficulty down to 0.
Oh, and then, yeah, you can play that one, right?
Say again?
Then you can play that one, or is that only for investigating?
It's only for investigating, yeah. But I'll try to keep that maybe for later. I still need to pull a token, but we succeed. The difficulty was 0. So, one of the...
night ones.
Yeah, oh my god. So, Darrell has found his way down in the tunnels, and he's just like, oh my god, I hope Diana got out. I don't know where she is. And manages to take control of a creature. Now, this is interesting. Does it have an ally? An ally... I can't take up asset... Or, no, that's something else entirely. Okay. The Summoned Night Gaunt, Gift from Nodens. It's a 4-cost asset. It uses 3 whistles. If Summoned Night Gaunt has no whistles, or if it leaves play, remove it from the game. Spend 1 whistle, take a horror, evade. Automatically evade all non-Night Gaunt enemies engaged with you and move to any revealed location. Don't worry, Diana. Darrell's coming.
You can actually engage this thing, evade it, and then make the act go further.
Well, and then fly away too, right? Which is like
and fly away, you know. That's true.
Pretty sweet. I can't right now, though. He's gone down into the tunnels, and that's all he can do.
All right.
Tragically. But I will pass the turn. I will suggest Graspiloot. I think this might be the last turn for the evening for me. Just we're at timing-wise and where my dinner is at and so on. But because I feel like we probably still have a bit of the scenario left. Feels like there's more
I was like, oh, this is just the boss fight. Like,
nope, there's a whole other bunch of stuff.
All right, well, first I have to test 6 phases against 2.
Hey!
This is huge. I can actually take something back.
Yeah, absolutely massive. Which means, yeah, you can at some point replay it, but also you have a free slot now again, and like, so to speak. Actually, that is quite big, isn't it?
Oh. Oh, sadly there's no I think there's like a non-weakness treachery card. That one's like any Dark Insight is any encounter card or a weakness. I haven't drawn any weaknesses yet, so they're coming. So I think I need Dark Insight just to.
Yeah, I think. I mean, it's quite good, isn't it? It feels good.
It's a very good card, I think, in general.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well.
All right.
That was a good start.
I'd say so. Slumber doesn't bother you.
Wait. Oh. Yeah. So, all right. So there is that. Then we. Okay, I'm going to try to parlay Jara, which sadly I have one less for now. But we're like rolling 5 faces against difficulty 5. Which means we're going to spend the money and play a Dark Prophecy.
Ooh. Sorry, you're testing... Oh, you're testing the parlay option? No. Wait. What are you testing?
Yes.
Sorry.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm testing the parlay option to genre.
Yes, perfect. Sorry. Must have missed that.
Oh no, I have to choose a skull. But wait!
Damn it, Diana. You love to see it.
Yeah, so I'm picking the skull and canceling the skull.
Perfect.
So this one triggered it first, right? So that one goes...
Yeah, it's a reaction. You can choose which one you want to put underneath, I guess.
Which one do you think is better? I think the Dark Prophecy is pretty good.
I think so too, yeah. Yeah. Okay, I mean, well played.
So
excellent.
That is that. Wait, I first have to think about otherwise I'll forget. Alright. Oh, this is actually pretty good. Okay, so if you succeed, flip this enemy over and resolve the text on its other side. If you fail, Jara attacks you. God. The Chosen One's words are grim whispers that worm their way into your ears. The day of Nephrin Ka shall come, and the road shall be paved with blood. This is what an edgelord is this guy.
I know, what the hell, dude.
Prove your loyalty, and you shall be rewarded. When the day arrives, you alone shall be spared. Refuse and be consumed. Then I alone shall rule this place. If each of the following requirements are met, you may proceed to R3. Wait, the strength of the abyss must be 5 or higher.
Okay.
The strength of the abyss must be 5 or higher, which it is. But the other is like the investigators must have executed night guns, which you didn't. Cut off all the escapes in front of the ruined realm, which hasn't happened. I've not met. Each investigator may choose whether or not to accept Jara's mercy and immediately resign. If any investigators remain, flip this card. Oh, this was completely useless. This is very disappointing.
I do agree. I mean, I'm not... Wow. It's pretty wild to me that one of the resolutions of the scenario is just, well, I guess you join the guy who's bringing forth the everlasting void. Like, you could do that, sure. Why are you... What? Like, why?
You know what? Yeah, fine.
Sounds good.
Did all this work.
Yeah, sure. Sounds good. Unbelievable.
Okay. Now I'm in trouble. Now.
Now what?
I guess I tried to evade. This is terrible.
It's really not great. I do agree with that.
At least I can just evade him for free. I guess I'll just start with... Did I start with the easy one?
Yeah, the easier one, that's true. Because Flower, I think that's the thing, right? Like, it would be a resign for Diana. Diana would accept Jara's mercy, but Darrell would still be in the game, which is, like, a little crazy town to me.
But it says everyone, right? So
it's does it?
Just...
Oh, okay. I thought it was just you.
It's like, each investigator may choose whether or not to accept Jara's mercy and immediately resign.
That's hilarious. Yes, we could both just be like, well, that's that, bye. But
also, one of us could be, yeah, I'm going, and the other be like, no, and then have to deal with it.
And then just, like, totally be screwed. I'm like, no, I have a flying horsey now.
I have a horse, alright? I'm gonna try to evade the easy one. 3-2. 3-2. I don't want to, because like all of it in this case is gonna make just things more difficult.
Yeah.
So that's a fail.
Okay. Oh,
That's
good.
so
Okay.
No.
That feels very fortunate to me.
That is pretty good.
Phew.
Sadly, that did take my last action.
It did. Which
I
means,
again last turn.
in fact, very specifically, that means that it is now the enemy phase. Diana has communicated with the Chosen of the Beast, but chosen not to accept his very generous offer. Oh, lovely, lovely.
I will block the physical damage with that.
Okay, good.
So I'll take the 2 horrors still.
Yeah.
I mean, also this other guy, I feel like you said that sometimes with like deny existence, you feel like, oh, I never know when to use it. Well, this one, I think you would.
This is where you would keep it for. Yep, 100%.
Like this guy doing 5 damage.
Oh my god, it's huge. It's too much. I don't even know what we're supposed to do about that. I mean, kill him, I guess.
Not
but...
deny existence.
Deny existence.
Or hypnotic gaze and just like do it right back to him.
That was so good. Go to upkeep, though, first, yeah. There we go. I'll take that.
Take that now, but how the
I'm
hell
mad about this in the slightest.
I have an amazing card, but I'm like, how the hell am I going to play that when, all this
Well,
is
this is the old Revenant is here. My suggestion is that we do the mythos phase, and then we maybe leave ourselves a note about where we are and call it here. But we should probably do mythos first as we go to 1 out of 12 Doom. Down here in the, out here perhaps in the dream world, Darrell's freed some night gaunts. Diana confronting the Chosen of the Beast. Yeah, that's where we're at.
We could have resigned. It is true.
Correct. We
had the chance.
We had our chance, and you could take it again, I guess.
Just parlay again. So
yeah, exactly. Hey, actually, man, I think I'm gonna. Are you still? Are you still up for that?
R3 is if you have like a lot of strength and you killed all your owners. This mini campaign gives a lot of opportunities to screw yourself.
I agree.
And that are cut visibly. So like with like the sabotaging the train, I am still not sure why there was ever a need to do this.
To sabotage the train, yeah, I don't know either, to be honest. I'm sure there's something in that.
The game still hasn't told me why I wanted to sabotage the train.
No, me neither. Maybe it was for one of the Brotherhood enemies? It was like you have to sabotage the train in order to like get their help or something? That seems crazy to me. I don't know.
I think so. I agree.
What do you think? Do you think it's better to start at Mythos or start at the investigation phase?
I have no strong feelings on this matter. So whatever you prefer.
I would say then, just to get the real bad stuff out of the way, let's draw some encounter cards.
All right.
And then we'll know exactly where we stand. Yeah. Well, yeah.
I am at 5. Is that... No, I'm back at 6.
Hey!
6 to 5. I really should have used Fool Me Once on this, but the Black Wind is also just so
we've seen this Abyssal Reach so many times. But yes, Black Wind is...
Surely there can't be any left. Alright, well... I fail. So -4, so it's 6 to 5. So that means there's a Doom.
Okay.
Is there? There is, right?
I think you said 6 to 5, -4, so I think you would be down by 3. Is that...
Oh yeah, you're right.
I mean, which might be very bad? I don't actually know.
Can't play any cards. That is not great either.
Okay, I can't even...
How the hell am I going to remember that?
Leave it? Yeah, maybe leave a note. Cannot play cards. Oh my god. I don't even know how I'm supposed to get in there. I suppose we'll see. Oh, but look what I drew.
Oh!
Hey, well, the Black Wind.
Not today, you will not fool me again.
Cancelled. Get out of here.
This is truly cancel culture. Sadly, I can't trigger my thing on it because I have 5 cards on me.
But still, it saves me a lot of trouble.
Very nice. That is... Oh yeah, but that's a great cancel. The stupid card. It's so annoying. It's like... It
really is. Okay, well, I mean, again, Diana's magical wards have kept from us a lot of the major dangers of the desert.
I love Diana, not gonna lie. I'm definitely gonna play her again.
Mm-hmm.
Just like... Yeah, like, I think obviously she doesn't give full control over everything that's happening, but like, there's just so much stuff that you can just be like, yeah, no.
Yeah, which is great. I mean, that's it. And as you have said before, I think on stream and off stream, it's like, the question is just then, how can you turn that to, like, that automatically makes progress, because then you don't have to spend actions dealing with things, which is great. But then also, you know, like, okay, great, which means can we also be making progress in the scenario? Which the answer very much is yes. We've been doing that quite well.
Yeah, it's like mainly that, Diana needs to make sure that her, like, the partner needs to be, like, somewhat, like, kind of hyper-carrying, like, getting clues.
Mm-hmm.
And Diana just needs to make sure that nothing happens to him, basically.
And just, like, get in front of them and protect them.
Yeah, well, basically like, oh, you drew an encounter that could actually upend your turn.
Oh. Not today, which we're thrilled about, honestly. Okay, so we know we're here in the dream world. We know that we freed a Night Gaunt. We know that we need to try to, I guess, evade Jara and do something. We turned down Jara's offer to join him. And we know that there are other places to go and things to do.
Yeah, but it would be nice to evade.
I think we have to, though, because... Yeah,
I'm in I'm just I cannot do this forever.
No, famously, yeah.
I'll keep doing this.
And that's it, right? So I guess we're gonna have to see what that means. And we're hoping that we're gonna be back next week for more Doomed at the regular time, which is the more usual earlier time. But of course, the Discord is the place to find out all of those things. And of course, join us for tomorrow as well. Montreal by Moonlight over on RPG Clinic is back, baby, back after a week off, which we're very excited about. So, yeah, I wanted to say thank you, Graspiloot, for tonight's game, and we're gonna come back and wrap this up next time.
Yeah, it's been good fun. I mean, obviously, you know, we'll do like a post game, like not right now, but next week, you know, like after everything's done, we'll analyze how everything went. But,
I think so.
It's been a good fun so far.
It's definitely it's been good fun, and I feel like I mean, it's been a slog. It's been tough, but like I don't think we've struggled to like start, which is good. Yeah. Now we're into the thick of it, and we need to see what we're doing, but.
The main thing I've taken away from this being like, we're going into this with 39 XP, and I still feel like it's barely enough.
I do not disagree. And in fact, even, you're right, like the weaknesses haven't been that bad, so it really almost feels like 39 free XP. It's not free, but like, you're right, it's still hard.
I still have 5 in there, so...
Oh god, yeah, actually, you better be careful.
I cannot believe I have not drawn a single weakness yet, and it's gonna... I actually, like, even if I get the jewel, or even if I get back my ability to draw cards, do I want to?
Yeah, well, now, I mean, that's part of the game, right? Like, thinking about, okay, hang on, I know that there's this weakness, and I know it's in there, and I know it's coming, but, like, do I risk it or not? Yeah, no, it's...
like, now, a quarter of the cards left to draw are weaknesses.
Ooh. So, maybe we don't draw too many more.
Yeah, so... That's a bit...
It's a bit risky, but we're loving this so far. Thanks so much, everybody, for dropping on by. I really enjoyed tonight's session, and we're going to wrap this up next time. We're going to see if Diana and Darrell can cleanse the Dreamlands of this threat. We're going to have to see. And yeah, I think that's it. Join us on the Discord. Join us tomorrow at RPG Clinic. And there it is. We'll see you next time on Doomed. Bye-bye.
Bye.